By Caps Pizza and Pub.
3, 2, 1.
Get ready for Vero football. Christian FM Sports brings you the insights into the Fighting Indians. Now, the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
We are live from the Citrus Bowl for the season home opener for your Fighting Indians. Vero faces a tough team from Gainsville, the Buchholz Bobcats. Hey, Vero Nation, and welcome to Countdown to Kickoff. The Indians fell last week in the season opener to O'Galley, 29-27. Of course, no road game seems to be complete without a bit of controversy. A bad snap on fourth down created a botched punt for O'Galley. But when the dust settled, a roughing the kicker penalty against Vero Beach allowed the Commodores to keep the ball and run the clock out for the win. Now Vero has to forget the past and focus on the present. Buchholz lost to Lakeland last season by 1 point in the state semifinal. Now, in Class 6A, they look to continue their pursuit of a state title. We got 60 minutes before we get to kickoff. Still ahead, we will check in with Matt and Derek from the sidelines. Bobby Paris is here with Women of the Fighting Indians. Gary Paris and I will talk about last week's season opening loss to O'Galley and how they get prepared for tonight's tough opponent from Gainesville. But first, Matt Paris is standing by with our head coach, Lenny Janowski, to talk about last week's loss and forgetting about it and moving on to tonight's ball game. Let's check in with Matt.
Well, thanks, Paul. Well, Coach Jay, last week, Vero went up to face a tough O'Galley team and came up just a little short, losing by 2. With a few minutes left in the game, we are forcing a punt and should get the ball back in great field position. The refs make what appears, and this is my own words here, an awful call, roughing the kicker. Now, having seen the film, watched it live, what's your opinion on that, or maybe just more so, what's the actual rule on the roughing the kicker in that situation?
Yeah, well, we do, obviously have the luxury of watching film and going frame by frame and slow-mo and all that kind of stuff. But even seeing it live, in full transparency, it baffled me a little bit in that, there is a category with punting that a punter does have the ability to reestablish himself as the punter. If an event goes, out of sorts, so to speak. And so in this case, the whole thing was messy and the snap rolls back there and of course they're snapping it to one of their premier athletes and he just happens to also be the punter. He's a receiver and defensive back and all those kinds of things. So he's a good athlete. And they snap it to him, and by the time that the snap ends up in his hands, he knows he has no time to punt it. So he's going to try to do something, and we happen to have a guy there to wrap him up. Actually, 2 guys to wrap him up, and somehow he plays Houdini and escapes the tackle there, and so that's the first part of it. So as he escapes the tackle, he takes off and starts to run, and quickly thereafter, I don't have a stopwatch on it, but quickly thereafter, there's one of our other players who's already, back in the backfield, so to speak, and he's ready. I mean, he's got his hands out and he's ready to form tackle him, and credit to their kid. I mean, I guess he had enough wherewithal to attempt to swing his leg for a punt at that point, and it obviously didn't hit it square, and he didn't have a chance to because he's getting tackled, or he's in the process of being tackled, and goes off to the side, and our side judge, awards us the ball, and so we've got our offense ready to go, and like you said, there's 4 minutes left in the game. We're down 2 at that point, and feel pretty good about the way the game's going, and obviously that was overruled, and there was a roughing call on us on the punter, and they were awarded the penalty yardage in the first down, and obviously for those that either watched the game or were there in attendance, they were able to run the clock out, and that was that. So as far as that goes, like I said, the rule states that you are, you can reestablish yourself as the punter, but when you talk to officials, when you read the rule, you have to give the defense an opportunity to defend. And in this particular case, when the kid takes off running, you have to have the ability to defend him, which is, what our players did, instinctually. Instinctually, they defended that situation. And I don't think you can coach it any better, really, to be honest with you. Not that you go through all those different scenarios, but as I've replayed it, and we go over game mistakes on Monday and do some reenactments and all that, but to reenact that situation, I don't think, whether it's me or anybody else, Bill Belichick or Urban Meyer, whoever's the special teams guru, can ask your players to do anything more. I thought that they did, other than maybe if we pull them down on the first contact with those first two guys, if we get them down, then we're not talking about this. But there was really nothing else that we could do to defend that play. And so, unfortunately, we came up on the short end. There are obviously, and we'll probably get into some of those things, obviously things that we could have done prior to that to being in that situation where we're down 2 at that point and end up coming up short. So what we've got to focus on, I think, moving forward is all those things that are in our control. That's a situation that's out of our control, and we got to keep ourselves from being in those spots, those situations. But all that being said, I was very proud of everything that led up to that point in the second half. We held them to a 3-and-out there. There were 4 minutes left in the game. We had scored with 5 minutes left to make it a 2-point game. Kick the ball in the end zone, hold them to a 3-and-out. We're going to get great field position. If they snap it perfect to him and he punts it out of there, you feel like you're going to get good field position with 4 minutes left and have a chance. Instead, it didn't go our way. So again, as we say, every experience, there's value to it, and we'll have to learn from this and everything else that we went through that game.
That was Coach Jay talking about last week, O'Galley. We got a little more about O'Galley when we come back, when we'll get basically a tale of two halves from Coach Jay. We'll be right back.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Fighting Indians football, where teamwork makes dreams work. We thank PDK Roofing. They believe in the power of teamwork. A Christian family making residential and commercial roofing dreams a reality. PDK Roofing is licensed and insured, and they stay up to date with what insurance companies require, ensuring their clients' confidence in their reliability. PDK Roofing is online at pdkroofinginc.com.
Fighting Indians football, where they rise above the rest. We thank PDK Roofing, a committed team that strives to do the same. A Christian family that says no job is too big or small for any residential and commercial roofing need. PDK Roofing is licensed and insured, and they stay up to date with what the insurance companies require. PDK Roofing, 772-528-0113.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Coach, you mentioned earlier how you were pleased with the second half. It really was a tale of two halves. And one of the things that I noticed is as I was actually getting your thoughts for the second half, TJ Alford right behind us got the team together. And really, you talk about a senior moment. And I'm not sure exactly what he said, but it's got to be a proud coaching moment to see a senior step up.
Yeah, I mean, TJ's obviously, I think teams of all sorts, of all shapes and sizes are looking for leadership and need leadership. And TJ's that ideal guy. I mean, he's, in addition to being one of your best players, he's your best kid. He's a great person. He's unselfish. He had an incredible play in the first half to keep us close, so, and really and truly, as things did not go our way in that first half. We're really only down 15-7. That's a one-score game with a whole half of football left. So players react a lot of times better to their peers and their teammates than they do coaches, and they, you know, and I think that was very appropriate, very effective, and can't say enough great things about TJ and all that he brings on and off the field.
Coach, your freshman quarterback, let's give you an assessment of that first half versus the second half.
Yeah, I think the greatest thing about Champ is that, he is, and I think we spoke on this after his performance in the Kickoff Classic. It's, he's a very poised player, and at that position, I tell our QBs all the time, you're going to get way, way, way too much credit, and you're going to get way too much blame. And you've got to be able to have the ability, have this, personality characteristic, however you look at it, to be able to stay level-headed, because I don't always have the ability to do that. I'm not proud of that, but I can sometimes get, a little up and down on the sideline. And so they have to be able to sort through all that and stay level-headed and stay even-keeled. And he does have that rare, unique ability to do that. And so sometimes at quarterback, there are things that happen or could have happened that, man, was that going to be nice? And it's just like one of those, and you have that disappointment or that almost feeling. And we had a couple of those in the first half. We had some drops, some things that were close. And didn't end up favorable towards us, so he's great to talk to in between series. He's great to talk to in between plays. He's obviously great to talk to at halftime or any lengthy breaks, and he just acts on it. And it's just watching his improvement, from the first game, or now even into this from the Kickoff Classic to the Week 1, and then with this Week 1 game from the first half to the second half. He made some incredible plays the second half, some great throws, just with his eyes, watching him in the Kickoff Classic, where a lot of times when things broke down a little bit, or he felt like they broke down, quarterbacks have that internal clock where they feel like, okay, something hasn't happened yet, I got to do something. We meet and do some things, and where his eyes, this week were able to stay up and make some plays and extend some plays and make it happen. And he's very, very accurate, as you guys have seen, with the ball and throwing things on time and doing some great things. So very proud of Champ and looking forward to continued improvement.
That's Coach Jay talking about last week's game against O'Galley. We'll be right back. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizza, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277, or capspizzamenu.com.
Masters Academy has excelled in biblical worldview education from pre-K through 12th grade since 1998. Alongside their quality college prep education, Masters Academy offers multiple self-paced high school programs, blending academic education with specialized trade skills. Masters Academy is located at the corner of 58th Avenue and 12th Street in Vero Beach. For more information about obtaining a Christ-centered education, contact Masters Academy at info@mastersvb.org.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff. I'm Dr. Matt, hanging out with Coach Janowski. Coach, there's always changes that happen from season to season, and let's talk about some of those changes. First, with your coaching staff. I do see at least one new face on the coaching staff.
Yeah, really excited to have added Coach Eric Snyder to our staff this year, and he's working on the offensive side of the ball, and man, what a great job and what a huge impact he's had already. Probably for those who have been around the area for a while may recognize Sebastian and Sebastian High School, and he's been an offensive coordinator at the high school level before, at St. Edward's and at Sebastian. He currently teaches at Sebastian as well, and really just glad to have him, on the staff, working on the offensive side of the ball, working primarily with receivers and running backs, and really has been a huge asset for us. Like I said, a big contributor already. Our players are lucky to have him around, and we as coaches surely have enjoyed working hand in hand with Coach Snyder. Brings a lot to the table, a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience, and just a great guy. So yeah, excited to have Coach Snyder. All other than that, pretty much the same as what our fans and what you guys are used to. Everybody, for the most part, in the same role as what we had last year, and so moving forward, we'll see Coach Snyder roaming the sidelines or up in the press box.
Well, Coach, let's stay with the theme of things that are changing. How about in the rules section? Is there a rule change that's going on, or a point of emphasis that we should see?
Well, I've been asked that a few times this week, especially with some of the things that ended. Is there a rule that we need to know about, or is that somebody that we have different now? But there's really there are always going to be some details to rules, but really I think the better thing to explain is the point of emphasis that the FHSAA brings, to us as coaches, and obviously to the officials to enforce, and that is sportsmanship. That's been a big thing and a big push, not just this year, the last couple years, and I think we're starting to see that a little bit. Things can get sideways a lot in competition that you forget, and everybody's, you show up on Friday night and everybody's trying to win. The guys on the other sideline are trying pretty hard. The coaches on the other sideline are trying pretty hard. Their fans are rooting pretty hard. Their band's playing pretty loud, and so you take all those things into consideration, and there's always a winner and there's a loser, and so somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose, and I think handling yourself in both situations. I think you need to be gracious in wins, and you need to be able to handle yourself in losses. And then, even with individual plays, within a game, you need to be able to handle yourself the right kind of way. So it's great to see that the FHSAA is enforcing that. Obviously, the officials do as well, and I think we as coaches have a responsibility to make that a point of emphasis.
Coach, I know at the college level, if you have two unsportsmanlike conducts, you get ejected from the game. Is that high school as well?
Yes, it is. And so if a player or a coach, is in that situation, then on the second one they are ejected. And the difference I think with high school is that you're written up to the FHSAA, and
Vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Headquarters Barbershop is a locally owned and operated barbershop and a proud supporter of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM sports, offering haircuts, beard trims, shampoos, massages, and more. From the kids' first haircut to adults looking for a trim, HeadquartersBB.com for online booking makes it easy to schedule your next haircut. Headquarters Barbershop, open Tuesday through Saturday, HeadquartersBB.com.
Research shows that with a new roof, a homeowner can save 5 to 35% on their home insurance premium. We thank PDK Roofing, a Christian family that's been helping families and businesses for over 2 decades on the Treasure Coast and all of Florida with their roofing needs. PDK Roofing is licensed and insured, and they stay up to date with what insurance companies require so that their client is protected and providing financing options to get people approved. PDK Roofing, online at pdkroofinginc.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Well, Coach Janowski, tonight we take on, I believe for the first time, Buchholz High School out of Gainsville, coached by one of my former teammates, Mark Whittemore. Super nice guy. But, Coach, what can you tell us about him?
Well, I mean, I guess the thing that probably jumps out is that they played in the state championship game last year and had obviously a great season, have a great program. I think they're ranked in the top 10 in all classifications in the state of Florida right now. So Coach Whittemore has done a great job. He had been there previous and had stepped away for at least a couple years, I think, and is back now as the head coach. I know that the former head coach has stayed on the staff, so I think they've got a great staff. At least when you watch them on film, it appears that way. They do a great job coaching. They've got some really good players, and they play very hard, and seem like they're a very disciplined team. I've never seen them in person. Obviously scheduled the game, way back, and decided that we would, do a home and home with them. So we'll travel up there next year, and so excited to have them, here at the Citrus Bowl. It should, it should be a great game. We've talked about, the gauntlet that we have on our schedule, especially here early on. So I think our fans are really going to enjoy this one, and we've got some challenges for sure. I mean, in all 3 phases, they did some great things this past week against Vanguard, who, again, Vanguard is, when you ask around, you talk around about, the some of the top teams and top talent in the state, Vanguard is always going to come up, and Buchholz was able to win that game pretty handily, 24-7, and did some great things in all 3 phases. I've been very impressed with their offense. They're pretty versatile. They stay balanced. They've got a good back. They've got a dynamite receiver in number 13. Their quarterback is very accurate, a very good player. Big up front. So they do a lot of good things. Formation, do some things with an H-back. All things that good offenses should do. And then defensively, they fly around, mix the coverages up, have some good adjustments, some different pressures that they bring, and create some challenges there. And then in special teams, they had a big block punt to open the game up last week against Vanguard to set up their first touchdown. And like I said, I just think they're a well-coached team with good players and play really hard, win a bunch of games. So, all that being said, we have our hands full.
Well, we always said we want a good challenge, and we got one going on tonight. Well, Coach, thank you as always for hanging out with us. We'll let you get back to the players. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian family and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
She's a proud Vero Beach High School graduate and is now caring for the health of children in our community. Thanks to Dr. Jessica Cruz and the whole staff at Vero Beach Pediatrics, providing comprehensive pediatric care for kids of all ages, from regular checkups or sports physicals to screenings for physical or educational issues, or even same-day sick visits. More info at VeroBeachPediatrics.com.
Headquarters Barbershop is a locally owned and operated barbershop and a proud supporter of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM sports, offering haircuts, beard trims, shampoos, massages, and more. From the kids' first haircut to adults looking for a trim, HeadquartersBB.com for online booking makes it easy to schedule your next haircut. Headquarters Barbershop, open Tuesday through Saturday, HeadquartersBB.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Well, welcome back as we get set for tonight's game. It's week 2, Gary, for high school football, and Vero Beach will have its home opener for the 2024 season. Obviously not counting our kickoff classic, but officially we will be opening up the season here tonight, and it's against a tough opponent in Buchholz, and we'll talk about Buchholz here in just a minute, but we got to obviously talk about last week with O'Galley. But before we do that, just so you know, we have had some weather going through here a little bit. We actually just got the all-clear signal, so hopefully everything will stay on track. Maybe a slight delay in getting the start because they got to give, obviously, the teams a chance to get a full warm-up before they get to the live action. But O'Galley last week, Gary, Vero Beach opens on the road. That's going to probably be something we'll talk about through the course of the season. All of the road games, very rare for Vero Beach. For the last several seasons, we've had a lot of home games. So some new experiences, and you've got a freshman quarterback that's getting his first official start. Not a bad effort by Champ Mons, but in the end, Vero Beach comes up 2 points short.
Yeah, it was a strange game. It had ebb and flow in the game. I mean, they kind of jumped out and scored first and looked like they were going to score again. And all of a sudden, here comes T.J. Alford, strips the ball out of the running back's hands and scrambles, goes the distance of 75 yards. And next thing you know, we're in a game.
Right, yeah. So late in the game, obviously this has probably been the biggest topic of discussion throughout the course of the week is what happened near the end of the game where Vero Beach is down by 2. They're forcing a punt situation. O'Galley does punt, but it's a low snap. Heresy is the punter. He's also one of their star players, so he's not that typical, kicker. Okay, no. He's not, the lanky kid that can punt the ball a mile. He's just an athlete, and he's back there, picks up the grounder, immediately has one guy, Brian Carter, right on him. You think he might go down. He takes the contact and stays on his feet. Another defender right there, still on his feet. Third defender coming at him, and somehow he manages to get the ball off his foot. When all the dust settles, there's a flag that says roughing the kicker, and we're all perplexed.
Well, again, the interpretation of the rule is that if you muff the ball and you pick it up, you're allowed to get hit. Okay. If you reestablish yourself as a kicker, now that is probably the hardest trying to figure out what that is.
We haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, he took off and ran a couple steps. We hit him. He spun around. We had our outside guy just knocked him around. That was Carter. Then all of a sudden you see Bell come up and hit him, and he looked like he was going down. But as you said, the athleticism, he spun around. Then here comes Greer as he kicks the ball, it hits his foot and goes sideways, and the official, and we're all scrambling for it, and it goes out of bounds, so it would be Vero Beach ball at that point.
Yeah.
Well, the flag comes out, and they said roughing the kicker, and of course, if you listen to the game when I went nuts on it because just a little, just a little, because. To me, he never established himself as a kicker.
Yeah.
He just threw that ball up and was trying to kick it, and he was off balance, and he was just lucky he got his foot. Mm-hmm. The interpretation was, though, he established himself as a kicker. And that's a judgment call, and how do you I
don't know. We still don't know. I mean, even
they gave a 15-yard penalty instead of our ball on about the 12 or 15-yard line going in.
Yeah.
Now they got the ball 1st and 10.
Somewhere around about the 35, I think.
35-yard line.
Somewhere around in there, 30, 35. And, and at that moment, there was so much chaos going on that, now you got to ask your players to kind of get refocused because you still had a slight opportunity because there was just inside 4 minutes to go in the ball game.
Right.
And if you can hold them and force another 4th down situation, you can still have a little bit of time and get the ball back, maybe have one more shot. But instead, they got a 1st down. They were able to run the clock out because we had no more timeouts.
No, that was unfortunate. That game was a game, let's kind of call it like it is. We didn't play our best football.
No.
Okay? We didn't tackle well. We took some bad angles. Special teams, had just dropped the ball a lot. And I don't mean dropping in the sense that it just dropped their abilities to stay in their lanes, protect. We just didn't have a good special teams scheme. Offensively, we dropped a couple passes, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Yep.
That would have been huge.
Yep.
And so you see
costly penalties
too.
Yeah.
Costly. And things like, you walk up to the official and say, did you not see me get hold?
Yeah.
Which I think a player has a right to do that.
Right, but we don't know in the full
I
context
don't know
of how
what
it
he
was said. But
yeah.
right, yeah. All right.
But then a flag comes flying out, and those are the silly penalties that hurt the team last week. So, and all that being said, we lost by 2 points, and our quarterback had a great second half. He overcame the adversities of the first half, and was able to then turn the second half and really look sharp and got us back in the game.
Finished with 299 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
All right.
I mean, he had a productive night. A lot of the receivers had productive nights. It really boiled down to we just couldn't make some stops when we really needed to make a stop. I mean, you think about the one play that Welch, the running back for O'Galley, it looked like he was contained. It looked like he was going to go out of bounds. And then all of a sudden he makes one little move, we miss a tackle, and he's off to the races for 39 yards.
That one broke our back there.
It did.
That was one of those I really thought that we had it. We were going to get the ball back. We missed on the outside. Our tackler didn't get the angle quite right, and he was able to get down the sideline. And those kind of plays like that, they just hurt. They dig into you.
They do. And I'm going to give a lot of credit to O'Galley because every single time Vero Beach scored, O'Galley came right back and answered.
Absolutely.
They hung in there, and they earned that win. I mean, you can talk about controversy and all that, but in the end, O'Galley got the win, and they earned that one.
I don't disagree with you. I mean, we didn't play good enough to win, and
yeah.
And Lenny said that on Tuesday night at Cap's Corner, our coach's corner, and he said that we didn't really, we played a good team, and we didn't we played our best. We did not.
We didn't play our best, but now we've got an opportunity to play our best, and we'll be taking on the Bobcats from Gainesville, Buchholz, and we're going to talk about them when we come back. It's Countdown to Kickoff here at your Christian FM.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting Fighting Indians sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
The mission of the Fighting Indian is excellence, teamwork, and consistency. The same holds true for the McCall Agency, Inc., a local independent agency and broker and 4th-generation resident of Vero Beach. To learn more about their insurance products and risk management, 772-473-6856. And their site is McCallAgencyInc.com, serving the Treasure Coast since 1956.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, we are counting down to week 2 of high school football, and Vero Beach will be at its home turf tonight. Had a little bit of rain blow through here, but we've got the all-clear signal, and we're ready to get this game underway here in just a little bit. Paul Tipton along with Gary Parris, and we put the first game of the season behind us now. We're 0-1. All right, so now you got another opportunity here tonight to see if you can get your first win of the season, but it is a tall order.
We talked about how tough this schedule was going to be in the beginning. Mm-hmm. We started out with O'Galley, who was ranked in the top 20 team, one of the top 20 teams, 13th in the state at that time. Now we got Buchholz, who's ranked 7th in the state this week. And then next week we got Homestead. So it doesn't get easier. So you got to button your chin straps up and you got to play good football. They're coming off a big win themselves. The Bobcats, they beat the Knights of Ocala Vanguard 24-7. They got a junior quarterback, Johnson, who last year threw for over 3,000 yards as a sophomore. and he's just fantastic. They got a young team. This is a young offensive team, a little more seniors.
But talented.
Yeah. But talented. Now, if the name Johnson means something to you, if you're a big Gator fan, you might remember his dad. He played in the 97, like that, with Doug Johnson as the Gators, and then spent about 6-7 years in the NFL. So he comes from good breeding stock.
Good stock, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Gary, with that said, Vero Beach has got to find a way to rebound of sorts and get ready for a very talented team. I mean, yeah, we've got some youngsters as well, but we've also got a good blend of some senior leadership, juniors, sophomores, and a host of freshmen that are playing, including our starting quarterback.
Yeah, the seniors have got to step up tonight. They got to start leading. Now we're young on the offensive side, receiver side of the core. We've got juniors and sophomores and freshmen over there, and so we've got to get some senior leadership over there. And probably one of the most calm and cool collective guy is our quarterback.
Yeah,
he's quiet away. He eventually is going to be a tremendous leader. What a great kid. What a great kid. Folks, when I tell you this, that Champ Mons is just a nice person that knows the game, studies the game, and he wants to get better and better and better. And he's real humble, and he's a classy kid.
So, Gary, let's just play some scenarios out here, okay? All right, let's just say tonight Vero Beach does not win the ball game. Now they're 0-2. What's the state of the program?
Okay, we got to hope O'Galley wins all the way out and hope Buchholz wins all the way out, because that gives you so much more credibility at the end. It's all about how many points you get and the power of points and all that, and you want your team to beat you to win out and have a great season. So you're still in it. You got to win your district.
Well, yeah.
You win your district, you're in it anyway.
Right.
But what you're looking for now is, if you don't win your district, you're looking for quality points that you can get and win and get yourself in a position to be one of the 8 teams that go in the first round.
Right. Okay. Let's say Vero wins tonight. What does that say for the state of the program?
That says the state of the program is exactly where we thought we probably would be or should be or could be. And better use the word could be, okay? I think we can be really good. I think we can be a very competitive team. I think we got enough talent and enough skill to get going. We had some injuries. We had one injury last week that hurt the line situation, but that's taken care of. Ben Hall's back. He's ready to play. And so we're going to get back. And if we're at full speed, we can be tough to anybody. But you're playing the number 7 ranked team in the whole state. That's all classes. Mm-hmm. So, kudos to Buchholz. The reason they're number 7th is that, and they're number 3 in their class right now, is that they've been in the Final Four 4 years in a row.
Wow.
4 years in a row. Last year they were in the semi. They finished second.
Lost to Lakeland by 1 point.
By 1 point.
Yeah. Pretty good team, folks.
Yep.
So it's going to be a fun ball game tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I know Gary's ready for it as well. We hope you are as well. Hey, we're going to step aside. When we come back, we will check in with the guys on the sideline. It is Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Ohana Water Systems is proud to partner with Christian FM. Hi, I'm Mikey, owner of Ohana Water Systems. We've created a technology that takes city and even well water and turn it into drinkable, pH-balanced, remineralized alkaline water throughout the entire house. Our system also protects the plumbing and appliances from hard water damage. No obligation consultations and water testing available. Online at ohanawatersystems.com.
Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizza, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, tonight, Vero Beach has an opportunity to get its first win of the season, but it will be a tough opponent. Buchholz from Gainesville here tonight to take on Vero Beach in week 2 of high school football. Buchholz coming in 1-0, Vero Beach at 0-1. Now, we did have a little bit of a weather come through around 5:30, lasted for a good 20, 25 minutes or so. And we did get the all clear a little while ago, so teams are back out on the field trying to warm up and get ready for tonight's contest. Speaking of the field, let's go down there and check in with our guys, starting with Derek West. Hey, Derek.
Guys, it sure is nice to have a field like we have that's new and it's beautiful. It drains really well. What an incredible challenge that we have with Buchholz tonight, dealing with a formidable opponent. And the best way sometimes to get over a difficult loss is to put forth your best effort, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. And what a challenge it will be. You got Johnson for Buchholz that threw for 2 touchdown passes last week. You got Williams that had 151 receiving yards and a touchdown. You got McGriff that had a touchdown as a receiver, and you have their sophomore running back Powell that had 85 yards. This team is going to be a little bit similar to what we saw last week. They're going to try to spread us out a little bit, and that creates some opportunities for press man coverage. Now, last week we did a much better job in the second half of adjusting to what we're supposed to do in the press man coverage. In the first half, we were pressing them and we were kind of jamming them at the line, but if you're going to jam somebody at the line, you got to get your hips going and you got to be moving backwards. And we did a lot of good things in the second half, but that challenge is going to be there tonight, particularly with Williams. Also, like our defensive line tonight, I think we have a chance to have a really good game. Their interior guards a little bit undersized. I think that we can have some opportunities to really create some matchups, at least to free our linebackers up to make some tackles tonight. And so I look for Deuce Montgomery to really be a key point in this ball game, because if he can take on some double teams, then I think we can get in there and get in the backfield and really limit their ability to be a quick strike offense.
All right, thanks, Derek. Let's check on the other side of the ball with the offense, and we check in with Matt Paris. Matt?
Yeah, hey, guys, talking to the coaches. It's kind of a repeat. Well, you know what? I ask them, coaches, what's going to take to win this game? And they always say this: it's the trenches, guys. It's in the trenches. So, that's where it's going to be. Our offensive line has got to be able to control the line of scrimmage. If we're moving forward, we have a chance. We got to get the running game established, and once we do that, obviously that opens up the passing game. But it also, when you're winning the war in the trenches, it also allows that freshman quarterback a little more ease, a little more time to make the reads and do what he's supposed to do.
Matt, talking about Champ Mons last week, in that game, to me, from my perspective, it looked like in the first part of the ball game, maybe a little of happy feet, but then he seemed to settle down by the second quarter, and we saw the guy we saw in the Kickoff Classic.
I agree with you, Paul, having watched the film on it. At first, it was a little bit tough to see, but watching the film on it, you can definitely see that. And even easy routes, like running the quick out, instead of just sticking your foot and planting, putting the ball right into the face mask, you're fading away a little bit. You're taking steps, and you're kind of throwing off the back heel. Ball sails a little bit. We saw that. I mean, and that's stuff that, as a freshman, you can come back and you look, and this is what Lenny really loves about this kid, is that when you go to the film and you show him, he has the ability to look at it, take it in, and go out into the field and do what he's supposed to do.
Matt, we did have a little bit of rain, but with this new turf, I think I know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask anyway. How is it down there?
Oh, my goodness. This is night and day compared to what we used to deal with. Guys, we used to have puddles. I mean, we didn't have a lot of rain, but it came down. We would have puddles before. Now it's beautiful. I mean, you dry the ball off. It's going to be sweet. I'm going to back up. I think the band's coming in on me. But, it's night and day. I mean, you talk about your footing, whether you're a running back, whether you're the quarterback, you're the receiver, your footing is sure. It's nice. And Paul, we had talked to Coach earlier too. He has adopted the philosophy that he is now practicing on the field. Before, they still had practice fields and they dealt with that in regular grass, but now they're just practicing on this turf. So these young men, they know how to make their cuts. They know how to do it. If it is, a little bit with the wet, maybe a little bit slick, you can get your feet underneath you a little bit to be able to make those cuts.
All right, thanks a lot, Matt. We'll be checking in with both Matt and Derek through the course of this ball game, and we're not too far away from getting this game underway, about 15 minutes or so, depending on when the officials will get this underway. We did have a slight delay because of weather, so we could be just a little bit after 7 o'clock before we get kickoff underway. We're going to step aside. When we come back, I'm going to have a chance to talk to TJ Alford, and later Bobby Paris is here to talk to TJ's mom. So stick around. We got more countdown to kickoff right after this.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy, to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
On Point Dental Care of Vero Beach is a modern dental facility bringing dental care in the traditional sense. At On Point Dental Care, we utilize infection control techniques and the newest technologies to ensure our patients' oral health and well-being is tailored to their needs. Online at onpointdentalcare.com. We support the Fighting Indians.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff on the Vero Nation Network. Time to get to know your Indians.
We're with TJ Alford, starting linebacker for Vero Beach. TJ, you're in your senior season, man. Can you believe this is already here?
Nah, time went by fast. It's like I was just a freshman, just saying I got so much time in the world, and I was coming to an end.
I know. Things move so fast. And we'll talk about your Ohio State commitment, because obviously you've got a next chapter coming your way. But let's focus on Vero Beach right now. Last week, tough loss against O'Galley, but you had one of the most spectacular plays we've seen in a long time on defense, that strip and score. Let's talk about that. Tell me what happened.
All right, so first we had an all-out blitz. So me and number 34, we were blitzing through the B gaps, and I seen the guard down blocking and the tackle down blocking, but it's like the tackle was a little behind him, so it was a gap I was able to fit through, and then the running back, he kind of got stuck behind the guard, and I knew I had to make a play, and I seen like the ball loafing a little bit, so I just went in and I grabbed it, and I just ran.
It almost looked like everybody was in like a state of shock, because like all of a sudden we realized TJ's got the ball going the other way, and I think that O'Galley was thinking the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody was just screaming. I was happy, man.
I think probably the only thing you were worried about is, can somebody catch me from behind?
Yeah, I had to look back to see if anybody was behind. I didn't see nobody, so I was good.
That's good.
Then I was just thinking, don't trip.
Yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad with nobody around you like that. Yeah, like I said, tough loss, tough way to end the ball game. You know, you don't want to necessarily always point to one specific play, but it was a momentum killer there at the end with that punt. You were in the fray and all that. What did you see from your end?
To me, it looked like the ball hit the ground. He picked it up, tried to run, so then our guy hit him. By the last second, after he tried to run, he tried to kick it. So I guess they called that roughing the kicker.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate call for Vero Beach fans, as basically took away an opportunity for us to see if we could get the go-ahead score. But in the end, you lose the ball game. So this week, you're trying to get ready for Buchholz. What's the mindset? What's the attitude been? What's the message been from like you and the other leaders on the team getting ready?
Really, we just got to mature. Everybody got to mature a lot faster. Like Coach B was telling us, going to the U-Galley game, the only people that could beat us is us. It's our maturity, playing around, not being focused. That's the only thing that's going to beat us. So really just being locked in for the game, knowing everybody's assignment, everybody going to the ball. That's really just how we win the game.
So you decided back in the offseason to go ahead and get your commitment out of the way and take care of things. Why then? Why was the decision made then?
It was my late grandfather's birthday, so I did it to honor him.
Awesome. So Ohio State, you're going to go up north to Columbus and be a Buckeye. Why Ohio State?
It was really the relationship I had with my linebacker coach. He went to Ohio State. He was an out-of-state kid. He won like 3 Buckets Award, 3-time All-American, did in the league. So I was just like, me and him got a great relationship. I feel like to learn from if you get a chance to learn from the best, you could become the best. So, and then it's the Ohio State, you playing against top-end talent, not every week on the game, but every day in practice.
Good point. All right, I'm going to give you a chance. Shout out to anybody you want to shout out to.
Shout out my mama, shout out my dad, my stepdad, my brothers and sisters, all my siblings, my nieces and nephews, and shout out to Vero Beach football team.
All right, now before I let you get out of here, I heard through the grapevine that you're planning on studying communications and with the idea of maybe going into sports broadcasting down the road. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
All right, here's your opportunity, my friend. What would you do? Let's call a play. Call your play on the strip and score the other night. Come on. Well, that's how live radio, that's how it goes, man. Here we go. You ready? All right. It's 1st down and 10. Go.
All right, 1st down and 10. QB hands off the ball. Oh my gosh. TJ Alford gets in the backfield, strips the ball. He's running. Touchdown.
I love it. Well done. My job's in jeopardy. All right, TJ, always a pleasure. Best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, folks, TJ Alford, our starting linebacker.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Summers in Florida mean hot weather with lots of rain. Having gutters that work well is a must for most homes. Thanks to Able Gutter Services for their partnership. They provide premium products crafted to ensure customer satisfaction while protecting from water damage and maintaining structural integrity. Able Gutter Services in Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard County. Their number is 772-766-2554.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest on. Visit us at gcvero.com.
It's countdown to kickoff. Now, here's Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians.
Born in Augusta, Georgia. He is an absolute, the wind beneath.
Appearances in the football playoff picture are right here tonight, and they're hungry for more. And they're led by their starting quarterback, Johnson, who last year as a sophomore threw for almost 3,000 yards, 35 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. Defense has got its hands full, but the offense will really have its hands full as well, Thierry, because this has got a good defense here in Buchholz.
They do. They're a solid team, man. And there's a reason they've been in the Final Four 4 years in a row and lost by 1 point in the finals last year. It's because they're quality coached. They have a tremendous discipline. Everything you watch them do, it is orchestrated really well. And they're very disciplined. They love to play the game, these kids do. They're young. They got a lot of young talent out there on that, especially on the offensive side. And they're more of a senior team on the defense.
Bobcats won the toss. They have deferred to the second half, so Vero Beach is going to receive the opening kickoff here tonight against the Buchholz Bobcats. Indians tonight wearing their gray uniforms with their red helmets. Bobcats are in white with dark helmets. And Coach Mark Whittemore with some ties to the Paris family through UCF.
Yeah, he played with GT and Matt when they both were at UCF. They were teammates, and his son, Trent, is a UCF senior right now that I'm getting a chance to broadcast, both the dad and the son.
Genta is going to punt it or kick it deep. about 3 yards deep into the end zone for the touchback. So that will bring out the offensive unit for Vero Beach, led by wonderful champ Mons IV. Last week, 23 of 37, 299 yards, 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. Up front, it'll be Vargas, Wright, Hall, Phillips, and Smith. You got White, Williams, Stinson, and Jacobs at the receivers, and Lansefort in the backfield at running back. So Vero Beach will start from its own 20. First down and 10. Four receiver set, 2 on either side, and Lansefort left side of Mons. High snap, Mons brings it in, gets a receiver screen to White. White turns it upfield past the 25, down to the 27.
Nice screen pass there that time. Good blocking by the guys on the outside as White was able to catch that ball, get up and get in. A lineman came out and blocked, and he got in behind him and picks up about 8 yards on that play.
Nice start for Vero Beach offense. Pick up 8 yards on that receiver screen. Makes it 2nd down and 2. Movement, and Vero Beach going to get called for the false start.
Yeah, that was he was baited that time. You saw the left guard for Vero Beach just get baited on that play, and that's good. Hey, I tell you what, that's good defensive play by Nick Clayton. He's a linebacker jumped up there, and then he backed up like he's leaving back, and it made us jump. That's a good bait. He baited us, and we fell for it.
So we want to welcome our viewers on our YouTube channel, Vero Nation Network. We had some technical difficulties getting set for tonight's game. Weather, I think, caused some of those issues, but glad to have you on board. As Vero Beach now looking down at a 2nd down. Mons going to keep it past the 25, back of close to that 27 mark.
That brings up 3rd down now, and you're about 2 yards to go, and you've got options. You can either run the ball or throw some kind of quick pass if you need to.
Ben Hall coming up a little gimpy there. Already dealing with an injury, and he's going to have to come out of this ball game.
He's coming out.
Yeah,
he's limping on his ankle.
He's going to go down.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring an injury timeout here. We're just getting started in this ball game. It's the opening drive of the game for Vero Beach. We'll be back with more.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting Fighting Indians sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Gino's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
So Ben Hall went down with an injury, and he was helped off the field. Looks like a potential lower leg situation. We'll check in with Matt a little bit later to find out what's going on with him. But right now the Indians looking at a 3rd and 2. Mons, swing pass, going for Lansefort, trying to get to the edge. Lansefort trying to stay on his feet, and he will be knocked short of the 1st down mark.
Yeah, you've got to be able to know when to turn up on that one now. That's a good job by the defense. You see him stretch that out all the way out there. So it brings up, he actually lost some yardage on the play. And you've got to know when to turn up.
All right, so punt unit will come out on the field here. So it's a 3 and out for Vero Beach, or at least appears to be, barring any type of penalty.
Yeah, we weren't able to get, they controlled the edge that time pretty good, and they did a good job of expanding it and stretching it out and forced him out of bounds, Lansefort.
So it looks like EJ now is going to try punting. He's back deep. Gets the snap. Puts a high, towering punt. Caught around 55, and it will be a fair catch at the 45 of Buchholz.
Well, I'll tell you what, I didn't see the hand go up. I was watching the punt, but he may have done that. But it was a high punt.
28-yard punt. All right, so that brings out the Vero Beach defensive unit. Burbick, Montgomery, Davis up front, Alford, Rivers, Benjamin, linebackers, Jones, Drayton, Carter, Bell, and White in the secondary. And their job, see what they can do to slow down this Buchholz offense.
I'm going to give you two names. I'm going to say watch Trace Johnson, this junior quarterback, and you watch his running back Josiah Powell.
On first down and 10, they'll spot it at the 46-yard line of the Bobcats. Johnson fires. He's got a receiver. It's caught in and out of the hands of McGriff, who had an opening.
Wow. I'm going to tell you right now, that was 6 bar the door right there. That was gone. I mean, he catches that. We would not catch him. That was McGriff that came down the field, made a great break. We were trailing him. The throw was right on the money. I mean, it was right there, and the young man could not catch the ball. That was a big break there for Vero Beach.
Second down and 10 for the Bobcats from their 46 with no score here. 10:20 to go, first quarter. Twin receivers on the left side. Johnson looking for a setup on a screen underneath on the right side. And the receiver able to get to the 49-yard line. Will pick up a 3.
Yeah, that was a good job. It was a screen pass, very similar to what we ran with White. But you noticed that we had 4 linebackers drop back. Mm-hmm. And they were able to then come up when they saw he was going to throw that screen, and they weren't going to allow that to be a big play. Brings up big third down here for them.
Yeah, looking at a good 3rd and 7 here. From the 49, trips to the left side, single receiver on the right. Johnson fires, got a receiver. No. It was good effort, but it will go incomplete as he was looking for Justin Williams.
Yeah, it was a good comeback to the sideline, but the ball hit the ground when he went down. You can't let it hit the ground. You can have control, but when his was almost right out of his hands.
So, defense does its job, albeit, drops are part of the game. Could have been a big play by McGriff. Instead, it's looking at a 3 and out here, and Genta set to punt. Punt is away. Good spiral punt. Caught at the 15. Maybe a yard gain at best, and that's where Vero Beach will get the ball back.
Troy Fleming said, nope, you're not going anywhere, special teams player for the Bobcats, as he got down there in good coverage on that play. Good high punt, too.
All right, so both teams have had the ball, and it is 3 and out for both offensive units. So Here we go for second possession of the night for Vero Beach.
Field position is very important. They're right now winning the battle of field position.
Going to spread it way out with 4 receivers, 2 on either side. Mons finding White over on the left side. White out of bounds around the 21. Be a pickup of 5.
Yeah, they had 3 receivers, 2 running back running back and 2 wide receivers to the right. Then they go to the other side, and they have White over there just with a quick wide stick route. He picks up about 4 yards.
2nd and 6. Going to go trips on the right side. Mons on a keeper, and whoa, my goodness, he ran right into a wall of white shirts, including Nick Clayton.
You better go back and talk to your left side of your offensive line, because they didn't touch anybody on that. He blew right by. You've got just some missed blocks right there. I mean, it may not have even been the left. It may have been 2 or 3 guys. I thought I saw the left side from the center over. I thought I saw somebody, just 2 guys run right through there.
Lose 3 on the play. 3rd and 9. 8:40 and counting. First quarter with no score. Mons looking to throw. Got time. Fires over the middle of the field. Boy, there's flag is going to be a pass interference as he was looking for E.J. White.
He mugged him. He literally grabbed his jersey and pulled him back. When you see that jersey being stretched out, that official has no choice but to throw a pass interference. He was able to adjust because he pulled the jersey. He slowed him down so he could make that interception too. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty against the Bobcats.
So Vero will get its first down of the night, and that is a game day men's health first down.
Big penalty because they were going to control the field again because we would have had to punt from about the 5-yard line.
Right.
And or even, somewhere around the 5.
Let's check in with Matt.
Yeah, hey, guys, going back to that first series, we saw one of our offensive linemen come out, Ben Hall. They've got ice on his knee right now, and don't anticipate him coming back in the game. But, heartbreaking for the young man, but he's sitting up and, But, he's don't expect him back for the rest of the night.
All right, well, it is a first down. It's not a 15-yard penalty. It looks like it's only like a 10-yard penalty. It's at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, it's an automatic first down.
You know what? No, we were at the 16, right? So we'll be first down and 10. Vero's going to send 3 receivers on their right, a single to the left, and Josh Lansford, the running back in the backfield, off the right side. Mons looking, pressure up the middle of the field, and he got caught from behind. A flag comes in late.
Face mask.
Face mask, okay. I was almost saying it might be a hold on us, but instead it's going to be a face mask.
No. There was no white. There's no holding. There was no holding because there was nothing but white jerseys around our guy.
You just never know when that flag goes in that middle.
True. That's
you
true.
just never know.
I felt like it was going to be a face mask. Was that a 5-yard penalty?
So I guess that's the inadvertent face mask, I guess. That'll put it at the 33-yard line. So 2 back-to-back penalties now have helped Vero Beach move the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
So it'll be first down and 5. And they actually moved it up again, so it's at the 34. Mons looking to throw over the middle of the field. Has his receiver, and it's caught at midfield by E.J. White. Nice catch.
Yeah, nice throw. How about that? He threw it where the only guy that was going to get that ball was the receiver, and that was White. Mons set back. Good protection that time. Good. He set up in the pocket, stepped up, and threw a strike to White.
Picks up 16 yards, gives us a game day men's health first down at midfield. 6:50 and counting first quarter with no score. Champ rolls out to his right, looking downfield. Still looking downfield, and he'll just head out of bounds, pick up a couple of yards.
Again, a breakdown at the front of the line, the offensive line allowed some penetration, and what he did was he felt that he rolled to his right, and he could not find anybody open, so he just kept running, picked up 2 yards.
All right, they're going to slide 3 receivers left side, single on the right. As now we're into Bobcat territory at the 48-yard line, 2nd down and 8. Williams on the pass, and he gets caught trying to, with some extra effort, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be a loss on the play.
Great job by the defender that time. He broke through the block. He had his blocker out there blocking him, and he just kind of went right through him, right into Williams' hands on that play. That brings up 3rd and long. On a play like that, you've got to sustain your block. You've got to be able to stay in contact and don't let him beat you across the ball. You've got to control your block for at least 3 seconds.
6 minutes left in the first quarter. 3rd down and 12. Champ thought about winding up. Now he looks like he wants to try to run, trying to get to the edge. He does. He's still on his feet. Takes a big shot under the chin, and here comes a flag.
Yeah, that's what they call helmet to helmet. You cannot lower your front of your head. You cannot lower your head and to hit a defenseless. They call it at that time. Ooh. He's defenseless because he's running there.
Heard that all the way up here.
Yes, you did. Ooh. There was two of them.
Well, as you can tell, some fans do not agree with the officials, and it's not Gary this time.
All right, let's pick on Gary. Let's have a lot of fun. It's all right.
All right, we got a timeout on the field for a water break. We'll take a timeout as well. 0-0 here in the first quarter.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Molinari Pools. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, here we are, folks. Citrus Bowl. It is the real home opener of the 2024 season for Vero Beach. Last week on the road at O'Galley, a 2-point loss to the Commodores. So Vero Beach looking to see if they can get on the winning track here in this game, but they got a very tough opponent, Buchholz from Gainsville. You got 5:40 and counting here. Not sure why the clock is running because there was a penalty and a timeout, but okay, here we go. First down and 10, inside the 30 to the 28. Play action. Mons lets it fly. He's got a receiver wide open in the end zone. Caught for the touchdown is Jarvis Jacobs. Touchdown, Vero Beach.
Boy, you talk about blowing a coverage, and what made that coverage get blown was that play fake right there, and they were looking short, and all of a sudden Jacobs goes to the outside, and he just blows right by like a little wheel route to the outside. And he was wide open, a missed coverage and a big play. All you had to do was just pray that ball got there and pray it was caught.
Yes, indeed. So here comes Sam Kynes. Point after is good, and Vero Beach takes the early lead, 7-0.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Fighting Indians football, where teamwork makes dreams work. We thank PDK Roofing. They believe in the power of teamwork. A Christian family making residential and commercial roofing dreams a reality. PDK Roofing is licensed and insured, and they stay up to date with what insurance companies require, ensuring their clients' confidence in their reliability. PDK Roofing is online at pdkroofinginc.com.
83 yards and 7 plays. A nice pass play from Champ Mons to Jarvis Jacobs for 28 yards. And Vero Beach takes the early lead, 7-0. That is your McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive as Vero Beach gets set to kick off, Gary.
There was some great blocking on that offensive line during this drive. Romeo Vargas, I literally saw him pancake on 2 different plays, his man. Stopped, and then who needed that better than Jarvis? Was Jarvis. He needed that play.
Squib kick at the 25. 30, and will be covered at the 33, 34-yard line. All right, so we had, I think, was 3 penalties, on that drive that helped keep that drive alive and move the ball down the field. But, man, what an opportunity for Champ Mons and Jarvis Jacobs to put the Indians ahead by 7.
Well, the way he bounced back, he took a shot, but he got up. And he was able to then get up and then throw a touchdown.
All right, so let's see if the Vero defense can force another 3 and out like they did on the previous possession for the Bobcats. As Trace Johnson, down by 7, brings his offensive unit out. It's going to be a handoff this time. And he'll pick up with 10 to 11 yards is Powell.
Powell runs low to the ground. He's got a great center, low gravity type run. He runs downhill. You know what I mean? He runs downhill. His gravity is moving like he's going down, but he doesn't fall down. He lowers. He makes it tough to hit. You swing at him, you're going to go over him. He is a good running back.
That ball will be spotted at the 47-yard line of the Bobcats. First down and 10. Cats will line up 3 receivers as we're at 4:40 and counting, first quarter. 7-0 lead. Fighting Indians on top. Johnson looking to wind up, let it flow down the sideline, and his receiver was not on the same page, Williams, and it falls incomplete. Third down.
I think what he did is that he tried to make a move and he slipped.
Or excuse me, second down.
If I'm not mistaken, he tried to make a move on that move, like, go, and I think he just slipped on the ground and fell down.
4.5 to go, first quarter. Second down and 10. 2 receivers spread to the right side, a single on the left. Johnson. He's looking to throw again. Fires, has his receiver. It is caught at the Vero 40-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. And this time it is McGriff.
Yeah, he does a great job of driving the receiver, defender back. He plants his foot, turns, and comes back to make a good catch. That's a nice comeback. Even like on his hook or his curl, he came back to meet that ball. And the quarterback was right in tune with him.
Picked up 12. First down, puts them in Vero territory at the 41-yard line as we reach 4 minutes remaining first quarter. 7-0 lead, Vero. Shuttle pass. Working around the left side. Vero Beach pursues it for a loss.
I tell you what, great pursuit that time. I mean to tell you, there was some guys getting all over that. Javon Greer was out there. He did a good job of getting over there and helping slow down that run on that right side. And he's getting a chance to play as an end out there on that end, and he did a good job.
Brings up second down and 12 after the 2-yard loss. That was Hicks on the catch, trying to get around to the edge, but good pursuit by the Vero defense and a 2-yard loss. At the Vero 43. Play action, fires, receiver wide open, and it will be a score for a touchdown. Hicks for the TD.
I'm going to tell you right now, Devontae Hicks is fast. He made a quick move, and there was going to be no drop passes by him on his route as he caught that same deep slant that we saw earlier that McGriff dropped. He caught it, and he was off to the races. That's there, and they see that, and they're able to get the inside. And what makes that a great, easier play is you got a quarterback that can throw it. That quarterback threw that ball on the rope.
Whew. Yeah. Great throw by Trace Johnson. Ginta set for the point after. It's up. It is good. And we got a tie ball game with 2:57 still to go, first quarter.
Summers in Florida mean hot weather with lots of rain. Having gutters that work well is a must for most homes. Thanks to Able Gutter Services for their partnership. They provide premium products crafted to ensure customer satisfaction while protecting from water damage and maintaining structural integrity. Able Gutter Services in Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard County. Their number is 772-766-2554.
On Point Dental Care of Vero Beach is a modern dental facility bringing dental care in the traditional sense. At On Point Dental Care, we utilize infection control techniques and the newest technologies to ensure our patients' oral health and well-being is tailored to their needs. Online at onpointdentalcare.com. We support the Fighting Indians. Well, the Bobcats answered the Vero score with a score of their own. 66 yards, 5 plays, a 43-yard strike from Johnson to Hicks, And we're tied 7 apiece inside 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. As Jay Genta gets set to kick off. Kicks it high. It's going deep and will be in the end zone for the touchback. He's 2 for 2 on that.
Yeah, he is. He did a good job. That was a nice kick.
All right, so the Vero Beach offense back out on the field, Gary. They've got to now answer the score from Buchholz.
Hey, listen, excuse me. They're lucky they're not down right now by a touchdown. This is still a tight game right now because they got to come back. They got to find a way to answer because they can see what weapons these guys have. Buchholz is really, really good.
So we'll start from our 20. 1st and 10. 3 receivers left, single right, 1 back in the backfield. Champ is going to hand off. We'll get to about the 22, maybe 23-yard line, so a 2-3-yard gain for the Vero offense.
Evan Walker.
And that is Young on the carry.
Yeah, Evan Walker is the tackler that came up and stuffed that hole for about a 2-yard run right there. Boy, their guys hit hard, too, just like our guys do. Now we got another guy going down. That's another lineman.
It is.
It's a another offensive lineman.
Offensive lineman, yeah.
Oh, boy. That looks like Mason.
I believe so. I think that is David Mason that is down on the turf. We'll step aside on this injury timeout. We're tied at 7 here in the first quarter.
Christian FM thanks SOS Pest Services, who know that Florida's warm climate means pests of all types, disrupting our comfort and lifestyle. When it's time to sound the alarm, SOS will send their technicians to promptly deal with the problem, so no more worries about unwanted guests. SOS Pest has a range of services tailored to meet individual needs, serving Orchid, Indian River Shores, North Hutchinson Island, and surrounding areas. Owned and managed by lifetime local pros. Online at sospestservices.com or 772-296-2966.
All right, well, looks like Mason was able to hop his way off the field, so that's our second offensive lineman that's gone down so far in this ball game. Ben Hall earlier with an injury probably will not return in this ball game. We'll find out with Mason if he's able to come back here. In the meantime, Vero Beach is looking at a 2nd down and 8. Champ, play action. Fires right side. He's got Stinson. Stinson turns it upfield. He's past the 30 to the 31, and that will be a Vero Beach first down.
Nice job by Stinson on that screen pass out there. A little bit of a fast where you get the blocks out there, and you get your man in behind the blocks, and they get up the field like he did on that when they got the first down.
That's a game day men's health first. And Vero Beach will move the ball up to their own 32-yard line, 31-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10. Minute 45 to go, first quarter. We're tied at 7. Twin receivers on either side. Champ Mons waits for the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got time. Now he's out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly downfield. Lets it go. E.J. White's there, and he's got in and out. Wow, that would have been a great catch. He had a guy all over him, and that's just one of those with Taylor Carter right there. Good play by both, trying to make a play on the ball, and it just didn't go our way.
Yeah, I thought he had it. I really thought he had it, but the defender came up, and he had a step on it. The throw was beautiful. The throw, he caught it, and then the defender, I think, either knocked it out of his hand or in that situation. I believe that's what I saw.
That's about a 45, 47-yard pass right there, Kerry.
Not bad either.
Wow.
Not bad. That was on the money, too, man.
Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Wow, what a good way to go for it. That was a great job of stretching the field there on that play.
Champ. He's got time to throw. He's going to again fire over. He's looking for Stinson. Oh, what almost a one-handed catch as Stinson went up to try to haul it in and just couldn't pull it in.
Good coverage that time. Good coverage by their defender on that play. He does a good job. Sanchez does, covering him on that man-to-man coverage. That would have taken a great catch. That was a well-thrown ball. The ball had to be thrown where nobody else can catch it but our guy. And he put a hand up there and tried to grab it. That would have been one of those highlight catches.
3rd down and 10.
Big down here, Paul. This is one of those downs right now that you need to. It makes you, you need it. You're still in your first quarter, and you want to get a first down here.
1:18 left, first quarter. We're tied at 7, and on 3rd down and 10, Mons looking. Now he's up out of the pocket. He's just going to run for it. Slides at the 40-yard line. He needed to go.
No, young man.
2-3 yards more, and that just a little bit of the inexperience as a freshman quarterback.
Yeah, he's got to lower. He's got to know where it is. He really thought the 40 may have been the yard, because even then he went down on his butt, and he was still a yard and a half back from there. So he miscalculated there. If he'd have lowered his shoulder now and lunged for it, he probably would have gotten it. But that's a lot of if and buts. You like that?
Wow. So E.J. White will come back to try to punt this ball away. Gets another, high punt. Fair catch called at the 25-yard line. Way to flip the field.
Wow. That may have been one of the best plays we've had tonight so far on that.
So we still got 22 seconds before the end of the first quarter. We're tied at 7, and Buchholz now will have its 3rd possession of the night. Will start from its own 25-yard line. Almost a 40-yard punt by E.J. White. The Bobcat offense will line up with a tighter formation. And a little bit of a wildcat going to their running back, Powell. And the ball came out. Vero Beach is on top of it. Loose ball, and Vero Beach recovers.
Great job of knocking the ball. I couldn't tell who broke it loose. I don't know if it was Bobby Burke or whoever it may have been over there, but that was a great recovery on that fumble. Good hit. The running back was trying to get to the outside, and he just got popped right there, and the ball was a big turnover there for the Indians.
Wow. All right, let's check in with Derek. Derek?
What a great hit on the ball. Just kind of put his hat right on the ball and knocked it loose. What a fantastic turnover.
Who was that, Derek?
Bobby. It was Bobby.
I thought it was Bobby Burbick.
So Burbick with the fumble recovery. And Mons now will get the ball with the offensive unit starting at the 22-yard line of the Bobcats. He's got 3 receivers on his right, single to the left. It's going to be a handoff for Lancefort, trying to go through the middle, and nothing there.
Hey, you're down. You're lineman. You're really short on line right now. You got 2 of your starters out, and that makes it very, very tough.
Well, that's the end of the first quarter. Both teams able to get on the scoreboard, and at the end of one, we sit tied at 7. This is the Innsbruck.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic. When the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com. Headquarters Barbershop is a locally owned and operated barbershop and a proud supporter of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM sports, offering haircuts, beard trims, shampoos, massages, and more. From the kids' first haircut to adults looking for a trim, HeadquartersBB.com for online booking makes it easy to schedule your next haircut. Headquarters Barbershop, open Tuesday through Saturday, HeadquartersBB.com.
This is Vero Beach Fighting Indians football on Christian FM. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
We are at the Citrus Bowl at Billy Living's Field for week 2, and Vero Beach coming in 0-1 to take on Buchholz 1-0. And to start the second quarter, Vero Beach is trying to see if they can capitalize on the first mistake by either team. It was a fumble by the Bobcats, with Burbick recovering the fumble, and Vero Beach now with a prime opportunity at the Bobcat 21-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 9. We're tied at 7.
What great field position this is right here. You got to capitalize on this.
Going to spread it wide on the right side with 3 receivers. Play action. Mons looking to fire, screen underneath for EJ. EJ turns it upfield, and EJ gets close to the 12, maybe 11-yard line.
Yeah, you got your linemen coming out to help you there, and again, they got to make contact, and it's going to be very close. It's going to be a yard short.
Yeah, they're going to call it the 13-yard line, be a yard shy of the first down. So it's a 3rd and 1 for the Fighting Indians, as Young will check in at running back.
This is where it's called gut check. It's like your offensive line. You guys, hey, look, we got to get this. We need to get this. Let's take some pride and get it.
Mons from the gun. He's got Jannard Young in the backfield with him. 4 receiver set, high snap, handoff to Young. Young off the right side, bounces off one through the hole, and he's going into the end zone. Jannard Young, touchdown, Vero Beach.
That's a gut check right there, brother. He got the first down. Then he jumped over. He jumped over the defender that was on the ground trying to tackle him. He leaped in the air, jumped over, and ran into the end zone. That's some athleticism right there. Wow, a sophomore, Jannard Young.
Gets set for the point after, and Kynes puts it through, and Vero regains the lead, 14-7 here to start the second quarter.
Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizzas, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277, or capspizzamenu.com.
Hi, Vero Beach. I'm Frank Storr from Tom Collins Insurance. Born and raised right here in a former Fighting Indian, I'm very proud to support this team and this great community. Tom Collins Insurance has been locally owned and operated right here since 1989. We are Vero. For all your insurance needs, my number is 772-778-9222. Go Indians.
So Vero Beach capitalizes on a fumble recovery from the Bobcats, sets them up at the 22-yard line. They take 3 plays, and it was a run by Jannard Young from 13 yards out to get us in the end zone and make it a 14-7 lead now for Vero Beach to start this second quarter. That is your McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive. Kickoff, line drive, caught at the 10, 15, 20 on the return, tripped up around the 25-yard line. Better coverage tonight for Vero Beach.
That's laying out. That's a line drive. It's a great return kick. You love to have that line drive in your hand and had a chance to get up the field. Justin Williams caught it. He got up there, but boy, our special teams guys were down in their lanes, and they knocked him right out of bounds.
So they'll set up at the 27-yard line. 28-yard line, where the Bobcats will have it first down and 10, trailing by 7. Last time they trailed, they came out, put a quick strike scoring drive together. Let's see if the Vero defense this time can hold them in check. 1 minute into the second quarter. It is first down and 10. Vero with a 14-7 lead. It's going to be a handoff up the gun. It is stuffed. There's like 5 gray shirts there.
Yeah, you lose a yard maybe on that play, but what you do right now is you set up pretty good for a play fake here, and because you want to get aggressive up there in the front. So you run that first play like that, look for a play fake possibly coming back.
Burbick leading the charge on that tackle. Makes it 2nd down and 10. Johnson fires. Oh, he had a receiver in play. That was Sanchez, and it falls incomplete. And will bring up 3rd down. Sanchez with a nice move, slant inside.
But he faked that handoff that time, and what he did was froze your linebackers, and that allows your slot guy to get a slant in there. Dangerous throw, though.
So 3rd down and 10 as Vero Nation starting to bring on the cheer here to see if the Fighting Indian defense can force a 3-and-out. Johnson wants to throw, has a receiver, and it's incomplete. It falls short. Oh, wow. That looked like it hopped.
Hey, but it's short of the 1st down. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Paul. I thought it did too. I thought but the official had a better vision than we do. It just looked from our view up here. They're going for it.
Yeah, they look like they may want to go for it here.
Vero may have too many men today.
Whistle by the official. Oh, no, that's the Bobcats calling a timeout. Yeah. They want to talk a few things over here. Coach Whittemore will talk a few things over here on a 4th and 1 situation here, Gary. I mean,
one of the best comments I ever heard was from Lenny on a Caps Corner Tuesday night.
You mean
goes,
Coach's Corner?
Coach's Corner, the Caps Corner, or whatever. Coaches at Caps Corner, okay? Is that all right?
Sure.
All right. He said there's not a 4th and short I don't like. Well, we're going to find out how well Coach Whittemore, how much he likes 4th and a short yard.
You think freeze play?
I don't know. I think you want to get the momentum going, and if they got to get it because it's great field position and Vero's got to just wedge the gaps pretty good there, and hope they don't get in between those. Got to wedge those gaps.
Johnson will line up in the gun. Going to send a receiver in motion. Fake left side, and Johnson's got nobody around him, and he'll pick up the 1st down and about 11 more yards.
Well, one of the things they'll teach you, and then Bill Mata will get his guys on this, is that you don't ever give up an outside. You got to have somebody take the outside in case he bounces off. Everybody committed to the inside on that play, and it was like a wedge on defense, and there was nobody outside.
So 1st down as they get into Vero territory at the 49-yard line. Bobcats trail the Indians by 7. 10-14 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Johnson's going to fire. Has his receiver Sanchez on the far side, past the 45 to the 44.
Yeah, that's just a quick out and does a good job with it. He can plant, roll out, and ball was thrown. The key thing about a quick out like that is the timing of the throw. If that throw is released as you're starting to break, you got a chance to reach up and catch that ball. Mm-hmm. If it's a late throw, then that defender has a chance to come in and knock you down, knock the ball down.
Ball's at the 44-yard line of Vero Beach. 2nd and 5. Trips to the left side for the Bobcats. Trace Johnson from the gun. He's looking left, fires, looking for a receiver over there, and closest man to it was R.J. Jones.
Yeah, he was sandwiched. He had Brian Carter on the inside and R.J. Jones on the outside on that play. They did a good job. And the quarterback took a good hit that time, too.
3rd down and 5. No doubt this is 2-down territory.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go, I think, unless they lose a yard or two, possibly.
True, yeah, if they take a big sack here or something, yeah. They'll tighten up the formation here on 3rd and 5. Johnson, he's got time, looking to fire, bat it down as Alford got his big old mitts on it and knocks it down.
Hey, you're going to punt it now because you want to pin Vero back.
Yeah.
You don't want to give, if you don't get it here and they're leaving Trace Johnson on the field.
I think they're going to go for it, Gary.
Or they could do a pooch kick. I don't know. But
Could be, yeah. You could have the quarterback drop back.
Yeah. Yeah, he's I don't know. He could be, but I tell you, if he doesn't get it.
4th and 5.
He tried to get Vero to jump off sides. That didn't work.
Johnson's got an empty backfield. Last time he faked it, ran for 14. He's got room if he wants to run it. He's rolling out to his left. He wants to fire. Bat it again, and it's caught by a lineman, and it'll be turnover on downs. What a play.
Yeah, actually, he helped us by catching that ball by the lineman. We picked up 3 yards more. Good job. I don't know who batted the ball. There was a bunch of gray jerseys there.
I think it might have been Tristan Davis. Alford was in the area, so it could have been him for the second time, and it was. So Vero Beach gets the ball, turnover on downs, and feeling a little momentum swing now for Vero Beach as they lead by 7. They'll have the ball at their own 47-yard line. .9:06 to go, second quarter. Score is 14-7, Vero Beach. Mons rolls out of the pocket left, looking to fire, and he got the ball knocked out of his hands, and the Bobcats have it.
And just like that, on one play, this game has turned around. I thought
the nose tackle was
I thought he jumped off sides. Yeah, I did too. But he's right over the ball, so if anybody's going to see it, he's going to see it. That jump, that timing by him disrupted that whole play. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
The quarterback did not have time. He had to roll out. Now, you got to roll out. When you're rolling out there, you're not left-handed. You're right-handed. You're now in a bad position because you've got to – and that ball got stripped out of his hands. He turned his shoulder like he wanted to throw it, and that's when he got knocked out.
So the Bobcats get the ball back off of our turnover at the Vero 36. So Johnson and the offensive unit back out on the field. Handoff. Working off the left side, past the 35 to about the 33.
Yeah, Rivers was one of the defenders in there, and also Alford came up and made that hit also. So you got your linebackers in that one, on that player. Picks up about 4 yards.
Yeah,
that's a good gain. That's
second and 6. It's at the 32.
Those are what I call positive yards. You know what I mean? You get 4 yards, that gives you you got 2 downs to get 6 yards, or 3 downs to get that 6 yards.
8:20 to go, second quarter and counting. 2nd and 6 for the Bobcats, who are down by 7. Johnson rolling out to his right, looking downfield, winds up, lets it fly. He's looking down there. It's in. Caught, but out of bounds. We would have intercepted it. Instead, it will be 3rd down for the Bobcats.
I thought I saw holding on that offensive line, especially when he rolled to his right. And the official.
Let's go down to Matt.
Yeah, there was definitely a hold. He had him by the jersey and had his pads and everything. When you see the pads go up into the air, as a defender, the funny part was the ref went up to the tackle and basically gave him a warning.
Yeah, that's what I saw that too, Matt. I said, wow, I never got a warning when I held. Sometimes I never got caught, but.
3rd down and 6. Clock is stopped at 8:02 on the incomplete. Johnson, swing pass left side. pursuit by the Indians, and he'll get to the 29-yard line. That was Hicks on the reception.
Yeah, RJ's got to do a better job than knocking him around. He got hit and still fell forward for 2 or 3 yards. You got to wrap him up when you get a shot like that on that swing pass to the outside. Now it's 4th down.
4th and 3. 7.5 and counting, second quarter. It's a 14-7 lead for Vero Beach. The ball at the Vero 29-yard line for 4th and 3. They'll tighten up the formation for the Bobcats. Receiver in motion to the right side. Swing pass.
Oh, boy.
Caught by Hicks. He'll pick it up, and he'll get a first down inside the 20-yard line. Boy, did that ball come loose?
Ball's down.
Yeah,
he said he's down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was – I don't know who picked it. Who has the swing receiver on that, but you only needed 4 yards, and he did do a swing, and nobody got out there to pick him up.
This is WSCF Vero Beach, your home for Fighting Indians football, along with Gary Paris, Derek West, Matt Paris, Don Dexter, I'm Paul Tipton. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Week 2 of high school football has the Fighting Indians taking on Buchholz at the Citrus Bowl. We're in the second quarter at 6:40, and it is a first down for the Bobcats, trying to see if they can capitalize on a Vero fumble. Pass, and nobody home in the end zone, thankfully, for the Bobcats.
Yeah, I think the receivers and the quarterback were not on the same page on that one there. And, again, there may have been the pressure of Deuce Montgomery coming right up the middle, and seeing him come at you, you may have altered your throw there some.
So that will bring up second down. This time the Bobcats will spread it out a little bit. 3 receiver set, 2 on the left, single on the right. Play action. Going to go for the corner. Nobody home. That ball is going to go out of bounds and incomplete.
I tell you what, that receiver made a great effort. He got open, and he never quit on that play. He's hurt, he's going to get the ball.
That's Williams. He's just going to get the ball.
Yeah, literally, our guy, it was an overthrown ball. But if it would have been in the end zone, he would have caught it because he went right by the defender on that play. You can never quit on any play. You've got to follow it all the way through.
So that brings up third down for the Bobcats at the 19-yard line. This time they're going to go 5 wide. Johnson thinking about running, and he got hit. How about Rivers jumping in there? Eighth, how about it, boy?
That is a big-time sack right there. Boy, you talk about getting close. He was looking for a receiver down in the end zone, and they were going to try to break off each other, and he didn't have time. Man,
wow, what a play by Avion Rivers. So that will make the decision for Coach Whittemore. He's going to send the field goal unit out. And Jay Genta
going to be kicking a 40-yarder.
Yeah, he kicked a 22-yarder last week.
Just don't rough the kicker.
Waiting for the snap. There it is. The hold's down. The kick is up. It's looking good because it is good. So the Indians force a field goal and hang on to the lead here midway through the second quarter. It's 14-10.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and they're Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network, brought to you by Ohana Water Systems.
So, The Bobcats able to capitalize on the Vero mistake, but the Fighting Indian defense able to minimize it with forcing a 40-yard field goal try that Genta hits and makes the score now 14-10. And that scoring drive brought to you by the McCall Insurance Agency as the Bobcats will get set to kick the ball off. Still have 5 minutes, 56 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
That was a big kick. That's a good time kick. 40 yards in high school is a great kick. I don't care what you say. That is a great kick.
Genta getting set for the kickoff. He's going to kick this one high. This one's returnable. At the 8. To the 20. 25. 30. To the 33-yard line. Nice return for the Indians.
That was E.J. White, I believe, that returned that kick that time. It looked like he was going to be down around the 20-yard line, but he exploded through there a little bit more and picked up 12, 13 more yards.
So, Vero's offensive unit back out on the field.
Oh, it'd be nice here if you could take a long, serious drive all the way down the field.
Yes, it would.
And put some points on the board here, right? Because they get the ball to start the second half.
They will spot this ball at the 33 of Vero Beach, where it'll be first down and 10. Earlier in this ball game, we had 2 of our offensive linemen go down.
Yeah, that's big news. And neither one of them
trying to do what we can to put this line, keep this line somewhat intact. 4 receivers set, 1 back. Shuttle pass off the right side for Woods. Woods shakes off 1 tackle, trying to shake off another, and no go. But it will be a nice pickup of about 6 to 7.
Yeah, that was a little, like you said, a little shuffle pass to the right on that. You start bouncing it, then you got to look. Then you got to turn up. You just cannot lose ground in. Try to reverse. He's only a freshman. He's going to learn. He's a good athlete, though.
They'll give him 5 on that. Ball at the 38-yard line. Trips to the left side. Winding down to 5 minutes remaining in this second quarter and a 14-10 lead for Vero. And we don't have play clocks. It seems like Vero's taking a long time. Handoff's going to go off the left side. Lansford shakes off a tackle. Still on his feet into Bobcat territory at the 45.
But the left side of that line with Romeo Vargas over there on that side, they did a great job. Man, I tell you what a great blocking scheme those guys had on that left side over there.
That is a game day men's health first. Pickup of 15. Lansford on the swing pass left side. He's able to get more positive yards. He gets close to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, the other lineman was Corbin Phillips on that play, so the big guys on the left side doing a good job on that play.
Pickup of 7 on that last play. 2nd and 3 coming up here for Vero Beach in Bobcat territory at the 36. Mons, he wants to throw this time. Now out of the pocket, trying to find a way, and boy, he just gets sandwiched.
He did. He stepped up in the box, and there was nobody open. I mean, there was a lot of penetration, but you know what? I thought he could have stepped back another step, but when you're up here, it's easy to see. When you're down there, you feel the breathing all over you.
So a loss on the play.
Big third down here.
We're looking at a 3rd and 6. Lansford, left side of Mons. Play action, pump fake. Mons looking. He wants to throw. He doesn't have anybody to throw to. Now he's got to find a way to get rid of the ball, and he will just throw it out of bounds.
Wow.
4th down.
Man, I'm going to tell you something right now. I think somebody ran a wrong route there. And because he was looking to the left side, and I didn't see anybody over there. Somebody was supposed to be over there, and it was like a stop and go type deal, I believe they were talking about doing, but I didn't see it. I didn't see the quarterback was looking for it.
Yeah, he was. He certainly was. And a good job by the freshman quarterback to just throw it away and give us an opportunity here now on 4th down. Champ, he winds up. He lets it fly. He's looking for Stinson in the end zone.
Oh, pass interference.
Flag is down. That'll be a pass interference.
I tell you what, that may be the best pass interference you can get because you're only going to get, 10 yards, 15 yards on a pass?
15 yards.
Yeah, and that one saved the touchdown.
Right.
Saved a touchdown by wrapping him up and tackling him. No, I didn't like it, but yes, there was a pass interference. That's heads up. That's a play that you say, okay, I'm beat. I got to protect, live for another down.
Well, the officials they got to get the ball, and then they'll mark this one off. And the Indians will have a first down here, a game day men's health first down.
Is it? I'm going to have to ask one of the officials. Is that new this year? 10 yards? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Now it's 15. Okay.
Yeah, that ball will go to the 22. The 22-yard line. Let's check in with Matt.
Yeah, hey, guys, we're talking about the penalties there. The first one that we thought was a pass interference was actually a holding. The ref said the ball was not in the air yet when he was being held, so it was a 10-yard versus the 15-yard pass interference.
Gotcha. Thank you, Matt. That makes sense there.
First down at the 22. Handoff underneath, and again, that is Young. Young will get to about the 17-yard line, and that is a red zone alert brought to you by First and Goal Home Inspections.
Big play. I tell you what, that was a touchdown if that kid doesn't wrap his arms around. And it picked up 15 yards, and then he comes back and gets 5 yards on the run play. So
2:40 to go, second quarter. Shuttle pass, right side. Oh, boy, that was close to a horse collar there.
Wow. It could have been.
That was Woods on the catch and run.
Picks up about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, good play.
Actually, he picked up 2 yards. 2 yards. It's third down now.
So third down as we're working our way towards 2 minutes remaining in this second quarter. 14-10 lead for Vero Beach. And the Indians looking to see if they can punch one in before the end of this first half. Going to send 3 receivers to the left side. Champ looking. Firing. He's got a receiver wide open, and he threw it too far.
Oh, my goodness. He is beside himself right there. He is absolutely beside it. He knew it. He put his hands on his head. Mike Bell broke to the corner, and he was wide open.
He was.
And he threw it to the wrong side of them, way to the left. And, boy, I tell you what, Champ Mons knew it immediately.
Yeah,
put his hands on his head. And went and pointed to Mike, that's my fault.
So, folks, we're going to see something that is about as rare as finding Bigfoot, and that's Vero Beach kicking and trying a field goal.
I think, I'm not going to say anything yet. We'll see what happens.
I said trying.
I know. It's been a long time since we made a field goal. I'm with you, Sam. Got you. I believe in you.
Looking at a 34-yard attempt. Kynes. Snap, hold, kick is up.
It looks good to me.
It's good.
Yeah,
Sam
boy. Yeah,
Kynes,
Sam.
34-yard field goal.
You tell him, Sam. You jump on that sideline over there, brother. That was a kick. That had plenty of room to go. He nailed it.
Makes it 10-17 late in the second quarter.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
So 9 plays to go 67 yards, and it turns into a 34-yard field goal by Sam Kynes and extends the lead for Vero Beach to make it 17-10 with 96 seconds remaining before halftime.
Yeah, that was a great kick. He had a good 12, 15 yards on that. That was just amazing. I mean, what really, and right away we knew it was good.
Squib kick. Hits the Bobcats, and the ball's all over the place, still rolling all around, still on the ground, and bodies all over it. It looks like Vero Beach may be on top of it.
Yes, they are.
Holy cow.
Wow. You talk about shooting yourself in the foot with 1:30 left to go in the first half, and Vero gets a squib kick. And again, I'll be honest with you, there's something coaches do not work a lot on at times because most of your kickers are kicking it, deep and or putting it up high. That one squibbed all the way down or hit the return man in one of the return guys in his knee, below his knees, and then the ball got hit back and bounced back.
Yeah, it was like 2-3 more times. It got hit all over the place.
Yeah.
And Vero Beach fortunate enough to land on top of it. Now they'll have the ball at the Bobcat 24 with 1:30 to go. And I believe, Gary, we have at least 2 timeouts left.
I think we
Might
got
have
3.
all 3.
We got all 3, I think.
And whistle will stop play as the Bobcats will take a timeout with 90 seconds to go. We'll be back.
She's a proud Vero Beach High School graduate and is now caring for the health of children in our community. Thanks to Dr. Jessica Cruz and the whole staff at Vero Beach Pediatrics, providing comprehensive pediatric care for kids of all ages, from regular checkups or sports physicals to screenings for physical or educational issues, or even same-day sick visits. More info at VeroBeachPediatrics.com.
Fighting Indians football, where they rise above the rest. We thank PDK Roofing, a committed team that strives to do the same. A Christian family that says no job is too big or small for any residential and commercial roofing need. PDK Roofing is licensed and insured, and they stay up to date with what the insurance companies require. PDK Roofing, 772-528-0113.
How about Xavier Stuckey on the recovery on the squib kick that got bounced around, and Stuckey lands on top of it, gives Vero Beach an opportunity here, GP.
Hey, great job. That's being aware, being down there, going down hard, staying in your lane, and that ball started bouncing around. And how about the young man? He just dove in there and grabbed a hold of it. He fought for it, and he got it.
So from the Bobcat 24, 1st and 10, trips to the right side. Champ looking to throw. Fires, and it's intercepted. Picked off by R.J. Livingston.
That was a good I tell you what, they set back on that one.
Yeah.
They called timeout because they saw a play. They saw that coverage, and they wanted to adjust, and they took away that slant that time. Do you notice that the drop back, the safety drop back, or one of the backers, nickel back or something, dropped back on that. He followed the quarterback's eyes on that one, and he was able to pick it. They were able to pick it off.
So, Bobcats get the ball back, but they have it on their own 6-yard line. They've got 1:24 to go, and I believe only 1 timeout remaining, for the Bobcats. They're going to send 2 receivers on either side. We'll see what Coach Whittemore and then Trace Johnson at quarterback dial up here on first down. Johnson looking to fire, almost intercepted. Wow, that could have been – wow.
That was a great job.
That was going to be a great job by Drayton. He stepped right in that, and if it wasn't for the receiver playing really good defense, that would have been a possible pick six.
Yeah, Jarvis Drayton just stepped back into that, and he read his eyes, did a good job. And I'll tell you what, that's staying focused on your job, and that was to take that slant away or that throw away.
Second down. Clock stopped at 1:21. Handoff. Powell shakes off a couple tackles, gets to the 20-yard line, and one of the Indians loses his helmet.
That's Alford.
So that'll be enough for a first down. Clock will stop momentarily with 1:14. Now back in motion. Picked up 15 on that carry for Powell.
That's like a draw play almost in that situation.
Another handoff for Powell. Powell moves his way to the 25-yard line. And the Bobcats will take their last timeout of this half. Stops the clock at 51 seconds. And it's going to be second down, Gary, for the Bobcats.
Yeah, with 51 seconds to go, you got time. You got time. You need a big play though. You need chunks of yards. You can't do nickel dime it all the way down with this. If this your last time out, and if that's the case, you've got to find, like I say, big chunks of yards. I'm talking about 15, 20-yard plays if you're going to get a shot at getting it into the or field goal or a touchdown. Here's the defense you don't want. I mean, the defense, you don't want to make a mistake here. You don't want to give up a home run.
Next week, Vero Beach will host Homestead here at the Citrus Bowl. Game time is at 7 o'clock. Our coverage will begin at 6 p.m. with countdown to kickoff. And that'll be next Friday night here at the Citrus Bowl, Homestead from Miami. Then the following week, Vero Beach back on the road on a Thursday night to take on its first district opponent, Centennial.
How about Romeo Vargas now on defense?
On second down, Johnson wants to throw, looking for his receiver, and I believe it was caught diving out of bounds. Yeah, that's Williams. That'll stop the clock at 46 seconds.
Yeah, it would. That's a good throw. Great catch, though. Wow, what a great catch. See, now they got about 47 seconds, but they got to get these first downs, and again, you need some big plays. You don't need nickels and dimes.
Ball at the 35 of the Bobcats for 1st and 10. Johnson fires.
Skip.
And it will go incomplete. Stops the clock at 43 seconds for second down. Coming up, we got the Genesis Church halftime show featuring women of the Fighting Indians with host Bobby Paris. That'll be coming up here in just a few seconds as we get to halftime. Right now, Bobcats are looking at a second down and 10. Clock is stopped on the incomplete at 43 seconds. Score is 17-10 in favor of Vero Beach. Bobcats again will send two receivers right, two on the left, and one back in the backfield. Trying to set up a screen. Good job by Hicks, but he had to go up high, and that gave the defense enough time to recover, and Vero Beach stops that one for a short gain.
Yeah, that was, and again, they don't have the timeout, like you said. That's only a yard gain, and they have no timeouts left. So Coach Whittemore is just talking to them. They may, again here, you don't.
Why not go up and clock it? I mean, why not hit? You know what I'm saying?
They look for that deep pass now on this play.
Coming up 10 seconds. It's 3rd down and 9. Could be the last play of this half. Play, and it's an incomplete. Who's looking for Hicks. We'll stop it with 4 seconds.
Yeah, good job by the defender on that play. Did a good job over there. That's RJ, I believe, that came over and stripped that ball loose. 4th down. They got to punt it. What I would do is just take a snap back and just the punter.
Yeah.
And just take 2 steps and take a knee, because 4 seconds, time that ball snap gets back there, it's 2 seconds to 3 seconds. Then all you have to do is take 1 or 2 steps back. And, hey, well, listen, during this timeout, can I do a shout-out? Do you mind? Okay, good. Thank you. All right, my shout-out is to our good friend, the late Ronnie Self, and Becky Self's grandson, Holden Rocker. Holden plays for Calvary Chapel High School on the JV team. And in a game this week, he broke his leg.
Oh.
And the young man who loves football, wants to play football, they had surgery. He's at home right now. And our prayers are with you, Holden, for a speedy recovery, because we know you want to be out there, you want to play. And sorry for what happened, but get that speedy recovery.
I love the last name.
Rocker. Yeah, oh, yeah, he's a character too, Holden. That would be my great-nephew.
17-10 is the score. It's a 4th down for Buchholz.
And they got the quarterback. Oh, I know it. He's going to run around.
Johnson, he's just going to let it fly. He's throwing this one out of bounds. This is going to go into the bleachers.
But you know what? I don't know why he didn't want to just throw it.
Why not throw it down the middle of the field?
Down the middle field it takes that long.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for the first half of play, as Vero Beach had 7 possessions in his first half. Let's check in with Matt, who's got Coach Jay.
Yeah, Coach, here we go. 17-10 lead, and field goal to on the boots of that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've had a pretty good half, obviously. Created a couple turnovers, you know, and with the fumble down there and then the onside kick, and then we turned it over a couple on our own. So we'll get a couple of those things cleaned up, you know. But obviously they're a good team. They've got something to say about it. But I'm impressed with how hard our effort and really in all 3 phases, I think we, you know, cleaned some things up. But we got a big half of football coming up, and so we need to play an improved 24 minutes.
All right, Coach, I appreciate your time. All right, back to you guys.
17-10 is the score. Vero Beach will go to the locker room with a touchdown lead. Stick around. We've got the Genesis Church halftime show featuring Women of the Fighting Indians with host Bobby Paris. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting Fighting Indians sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Christian FM thanks SOS Pest Services, who know that Florida's warm climate means pests of all types, disrupting our comfort and lifestyle. When it's time to sound the alarm, SOS will send their technicians to promptly deal with the problem, so no more worries about unwanted guests. SOS Pest has a range of services tailored to meet individual needs, serving Orchid, Indian River Shores, North Hutchinson Island, and surrounding areas. Owned and managed by lifetime local pros. Online at sospestservices.com or 772-296-2966.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians Halftime Show, brought to you by Genesis Church. Here's your host, Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians. And I have the privilege of being able to interview the moms of our varsity players at Vero Beach High School. And this evening, I have the beautiful Barbara Menace with me. She is the mom to number 0, TJ Alford, and linebacker for our Indians. TJ is a gifted athlete, good speed, very athletic, and a great football IQ. And one of those gifted athletes you don't often see at this level. And a good leader on the field. And highly recruited. And we'll talk about that later. But one little side note. Last Friday night, oh my gosh, his mama was in the stands yelling. I mean, it's not often that you see a defensive play like this. He absolutely stripped the ball out of the running back's hand and ran 75 yards for a TD. How awesome is that? But as awesome as that is, Barbara, this is about you. So tell us about yourself, and I want to welcome you.
Thank you so much for having me. It is such a pleasure to be here. Just as you said, my name is Barbara Menace. I was born in Augusta, Georgia. I was raised in Miami, Florida. I was educated in the Miami-Dade school system, and I graduated from Miami Central High School, home of the Mighty Rockets. I used to be a correctional officer in the Miami-Dade County jails. I did that for 15 years. And right now I am a transportation recruiting clerk for St. Lucie County Public Schools, where I bring on prospects to drive the school bus or be bus aides. So yeah, and I love my position in that. Yes. I am the wife of one amazing and God-sent man, my husband, Lorayo Menace. He is an absolute, the wind beneath my wings. He is the reason that I'm able to do all that I do. So he is truly my godsend. And I have 3 wonderful children. I have 2 adult children. My oldest son, his name is Deontay. And from him, I am a grandmother. So he has a son, Deontay Jr., who is 6. And he has a daughter. Her name is Alea, and she's 3. Then I have my mini-me, my baby girl, Layla. And then my baby boy, TJ, who is our number 0 linebacker for the Fighting Indians.
Well, Barbara, you are one busy lady. You really are. How long have you been a football mom?
I have been a football mom in total for about 11 years. My eldest son, he played for about 4 to 5 years, and TJ has been playing for a total of about 7 years.
Did your husband play sports?
Yes, he did. He played sports in high school for Miami Central Senior High, way back in the days. We won't say how far ago that was. TJ's oldest brother, he played for his high school, which was Flanagan. That's in Broward County. My father, he played football years ago in Georgia. TJ does come from a line of football players.
That sounds like he's got some good genes, but you didn't play. You were probably busy watching them.
Yes, ma'am, just watching in the stands.
Okay, well, that can be a sport. So you grew up around sports. That's good. You are a busy mom. You work. What did you tell me your morning started at what time?
Praise the Lord. My morning start at 5 a.m. I am up at 5 a.m. first of all to cover my family in prayer. And then I am getting ready for my day. I do not have to be to work until about 9 o'clock in the morning, but just preparing for the rest of the day and everything. I have to wake up that time of the morning just to get everything prepared.
I love that, preparing your day with the Lord first. What a way to start the day. That's the only way. I love it. You're a homemaker, and every outside schedule that comes along, you've got to have it on some kind of a notepad or phone or whatever, and then you make sure everybody gets to school. What is your secret for keeping it organized?
My secret would be, first of all, taking it to the Lord in prayer. Right. Then we have reminders on the cell phone. And then we have extra reminders on the cell phone. And I keep a lot of notepads and sticky notes to remind me of my day. Yes, ma'am.
Sounds like our world, doesn't it? So I know, there's still a lot of stuff that has to be done. TJ's the only one home now. Does he help out?
When he's asked to do something, yes, he will help out. The only thing that he's pretty consistent in is keeping his room clean most of the times and his restroom some of the times.
You know what? I think that's pretty good. These boys, I always take up for these guys. They've got football practice and homework and all these extracurricular activities. You know what? We're going to cut him some slack. And he'll be gone before long. So we're not even going to mention that. We'll get some tears going on here. Women of Fighting Indians football will continue right after this.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Once again, Bobby Paris.
And this evening, I have the beautiful Barbara Menace with me. She is the mom to number 0, TJ Alford. So we have such a great booster club, very active, and I know they feed these boys about every day after practice. Does TJ still want to eat when he gets home?
Yes, ma'am. He still wants to eat when he gets home. So we have food that is prepared at the home sometimes for him. He will stop and he will pick up something extra. But yes, he is always eating. He never stops eating. Never, never.
And I think I was asking you, what is the to-go meal that he would probably pick for you to cook?
His favorite to-go meal for me to cook would probably be spaghetti with ground beef with a lot of cheese and garlic rolls or knots.
I'm feeling an Italian attack coming on here. That sounds really good. Let me just ask you, on Friday, you get up at 5 a.m. What does your Friday look like?
Fridays are exhausting, but I'm thankful and grateful for the exhaustion. But yes, so I am up at 5 a.m. and I may not go to bed until well after midnight, 1 p.m., depending on if we have a home game or an away game. So Fridays are a different beast for me.
All right. I know TJ has been highly recruited and has a commitment to Ohio State, which is very impressive. That means he's got to be pretty good in the classroom because these schools now are requiring such high GPAs and SAT scores. Tell me, first of all, how you feel about this Ohio State commitment and a little bit about how he was recruited by them.
First of all, I am so grateful that the Ohio State offered my son. It is a total blessing. And TJ received his offer from the Ohio State his sophomore year while he was still playing at John Carroll. And then when we transferred to Vero, Ohio State still stayed interested in him. And they have been at the top of his list, and we are verbally committed. Every time we go there, it's just like home. I love the city. I love the people. I love the coaching staff. It is just a wonderful experience at the Ohio State. Go Bucks.
Oh, go Bucks. That's right. Does TJ have any idea what he would like to major in besides football?
Yes. TJ would like to go into communication broadcasting, and he would like to be a sports broadcaster after his NFL career.
There you go.
Speak it into existence.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So I think that's great. And we may be watching him on TV. That would be wonderful. All right. With regards to raising children, which you have done a very good job, have you ever been given any advice that really resonated with you and you might want to share with us?
Yes, ma'am. I was trying to remember who gave me this nugget, but I cannot remember. So if you're listening, thank you. Please forgive me. But there was a person of wisdom that told me, learn to receive blessings in the way that you can't imagine them. And from that, I took, don't get caught up in my perceptions. Don't get caught up in the way that I think things should be. And don't get caught up in my vision for things, because sometimes God blessings are so far away from what we can see. But just be in a position to receive it how it comes.
Because He knows what's best. And He has us all in His plan. How about a shout out to someone special?
Shout out to someone special. It would have to be to my amazing husband, Larayo Menes. Thank you so much for just supporting me in all of my craziness. Thank you for making it so worth it. And thank you for loving me and the kids.
You are one special man. I'm telling you right now, I think you're blessed to have her. So it is always a pleasure getting to know our players and their families a little better. And we will certainly be watching number 0 help his team go all the way. And with that, we end this by saying,
Go Fighting Indians!
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest home. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting Fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Halftime, we are at a 17-10 score. Vero Beach leading over Buchholz. Thanks for joining us as we get set. We'll get set for the second half here in just a few minutes. Gary, I'm really curious to understand or hear your thoughts on that first half of this ball game.
Ebb and flow. It was a great battle out there. Two teams really fighting hard for yardage. Two teams going at it. Two teams that got good quarterbacks that can throw the ball, and you got running backs that can run, and receivers that can catch, and defenders that can hit. This is a good ball game. This is a team that's worthy of their ranking right now till somebody unseats them a little bit, and Vero Beach has got a challenge here. You've got 24 minutes left to go, and you have a shot. You're ahead 7-0. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. It's how well you are ready to take this challenge on right now. And I look for Vero to have a good second half.
Yeah, we hope so too. Well, let's check in with the guys down at the field. We'll start with Derek West. D, what's the story?
Guys, when you look at Buchholz's game plan, I really thought they had a good game plan. They came out and they ran a lot of 5-receiver sets in order to stretch our linebackers out and put them on a slot. And what that does is kind of takes TJ Alford out of the middle, and I really thought they attacked our seam particularly well. 70% of their positive plays kind of go on that seam, and so Coach really talked about we've got to be out-physical them at the initial point of attack. When we can jam them off the line, we can throw some of that timing off, and so I want to see us really come out and put a punch right in there when they're trying to come off the line that fast.
All right, yeah, there was a couple of big-time moments there in that ball game, defensively speaking, especially when you get a turnover on downs. That's always good for Vero Nation. All right, let's turn over to the offensive side and check in with Matt.
Yeah, hey, guys, it was talking about the trenches. It was going to be this game was going to be won or lost in the trenches. And then what happened to Vero? Not just one, but 2 guys go down on the offensive line, and it's basically a plug-and-play. But with that being said, gentlemen, our coaches are very pleased with what's going on in that offensive line. Have you seen that Champ Mons has had the time to throw? We've been able to run the ball successfully. We have got to continue to do that in the second half. What you're seeing is a man coverage that's from Buchholz, and they hide it well, but it's they've been running man. And so for us, we just have to make sure that our receivers stick to the details on the routes. They're not press coverage on some of them, but it's still man-to-coverage, and we just got to make sure we run our routes crisp with detail. And, guys, look for us to have another good half.
All right, well, Mons had a pretty decent first half, 11 of 17 for 81 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Leading receiver on the night so far has been E.J. White with 4 catches for 36 yards. Of course, Jarvis Jacobs had 1 catch, 28 yards, and a touchdown. On the other side of the ball with Buchholz, you had 55 yards on the ground, 95 yards through the air. So Johnson is 10 of 23 for 95 yards and a touchdown. Williams, the leading receiver, actually Hicks, the leading receiver, 5 catches, 56 yards, and a score. 8 first downs for the Bobcats, 7 for the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Each team had 2 turnovers. So, yeah, pretty close all the way around, Gary.
Yeah, you got to have some guys step up and make big plays now. I mean, you got to have your seniors. You've got to have your players that are your what you call your star players have got to step up now and make big plays on defense and offense. You can't drop balls. You got to hang on to it. You can't fumble the ball. Quarterback's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands. That means that front patched up line. When I say patched up, because you're right. When we lose 2 starters, and so far, I'm happy for the first half because we're ahead 17-10.
Want to thank Tom Collins Insurance and Frank Stawara, sponsors of our broadcast booth. As we get the second half underway, a little squib kick. And again, the ball rolling around to the 25-yard line. Good coverage by the Fighting Indians right on top of them.
Wow. Again, they're not handling that, but they were missed. First guy missed it. The second guy got it, but he took a shot in the arm there. And I'm going to tell you, he's coming off the field right now. He's a little sore. He took a shot on his arm.
That's Chris Johnson coming off. So Buchholz down by 7. We'll get the ball to start this third quarter. And they will mark that ball at the 28-yard line of the Bobcats, where it'll be first down and 10. Johnson will have 3 receivers. Handoff is going to go to Powell. Powell just drags one of our defenders past the 30 to the 31.
He's going to pick up 3 yards on that play, almost 4 yards, but it's just a dive play on the right side. And you saw our defensive guys up front, Tristan and Montgomery, make that tackle.
So it'll be second down and 7. Twin receivers on the left side. High snap. Johnson fires, finds his receiver, and tackled immediately As that was Justin Williams on the catch.
And that was Jarvis Drayton. I believe that was number 32 that came up and made that hit, if I'm not.
Drayton having a great game.
Yeah, Jarvis Drayton, a sophomore, 5'10", 160 pounds, came up and made that tackle. Actually, they no gain at all.
So it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Bobcats from their own 31. Trace Johnson at quarterback from the gun. He's looking to throw. He's got a man out in the flat. Hits his receiver. Shakes off one tackle. Pursuit is there. And what a play by the Indian defense to keep him from getting from the first down marker. Wow.
I tell you what, that was a tremendous hit. Man, I don't know who 27 is, but I don't have his that was a hit right there. Wow.
Yeah, that was a big-time play for Vero Beach.
Man, they scrambled over there. It's 4th down.
That was Kevin Benjamin.
Oh, Kevin Benjamin.
He's wearing
now
27 tonight because of the gray uniform.
That's right. That's good. You're right. Okay. That's why we haven't seen him.
Genta on the punt, end-over-end punt. It's going to take a big hop. And the Indians do a good job just to get away from that ball. And it will be down to around the 14-yard line. So good job by the punter to flip the field here.
Yeah, the reason we haven't called Benjamin's number because we didn't know he changed.
Yeah, sometimes with these gray jerseys, they are different jerseys. They have different numbers, and tonight Kevin is wearing 27 instead of 24.
Okay, got that.
All right, so now Vero Beach with a 7-point lead. Defense does its job by forcing a 3-and-out. Now Vero Beach has got the ball, but they're at their own 14-yard line to start this drive.
That's a good punt. That's one of those you got to get away from it because it's taking a lot of weird hops on it.
Champ Mond with a 1st down and 10 from the gun. He's got a 4-receiver set and wants to throw. Pressure coming. Fires. He's got his receiver, Williams, off the right side. Williams past the 20 to about the 23.
Yeah, that's what they call a little shallow route coming from your left to your right, and he ran a beautiful route, and somebody's down. I don't know who that may be. It may be him. I'm not sure. Lanceford is down. What a great little shallow route. Going to be short of a 1st down, but it's a pickup of about 8 yards, almost 9 yards, or 7 yards. But 8 yards on a play like that is good.
So AJ, our trainer, checking on Lanceford, who's down near the Vero sideline. This is WSCF Vero Beach, your home for Fighting Indians football. I'm Paul Tipton, joined by Gary Paris, Derek West, Matt Paris, and Don Dexter. We're in week 2 of high school football. And Vero Beach hosting Buchholz from Gainsville. And right now we're into the 3rd quarter. It is a 17-10 lead for Vero Beach as Lanceford able to get up, make his way to the sideline. And the offense will be back out on the field for 2nd down.
Give it a 3. Yeah, now to give it a 2 again. Looks like Tyreek Williams is at left guard for Vero Beach.
Trips to the left side. Looking for a screen pass left side, and it is going to be a 1st down for Vero Beach. Good job blocking outside by the receivers to let Woods get the 1st down.
Woods, a freshman, just a great athlete. He's got a tremendous spirit, loves the game. That was a nice catch and acceleration on that play because they're good, they're fast on the other side.
That's a game day men's health 1st down with 8:35 and counting in the 3rd quarter. 17-10 lead, Vero Beach. And Vero with the ball.
Trips right over here.
Correct. On the right side. From the 28-yard line. Champ waiting for the snap. Play action. Rolls out to his right. Now he's going to swing past it. Young bulls his way to the 35-yard line. What a play by Jannard Young.
I really like that kid. I always have, and he played for me last year. And I tell you what, his heart is in the right place. He is out there. He gives it all he's got. He's such a good kid. You like him on the team. He's a great teammate, and he's a hard worker.
A sophomore, and he got Vero Beach a 7-yard gain on that play. Make it 2nd down and 3. Champ, he's got time to throw, fires, and was intercepted as he was looking for a receiver on the outside. And it is a pick by Livingston, his 2nd tonight.
That was either an ill-advised pass or a bad route. I'm not sure, but the defender read it well, and it just jumped the route. Woods was the defender over there, and that's just a turnover, as we know, is an interception. But I'm not sure who was at fault on that play.
The ball will be at midfield. 1st down and 10 for the Bobcats, who are down by 7. We got 7:18 to go, 3rd quarter. 2 receivers on the right side, a single on the left. Handoff is Powell. Gain of about 2, maybe 3.
Deuce is in the middle. He handled that one pretty good. You got Rivers right there, always going to be near him on that play. And then you have Greer. Javon Greer was in on that play.
Pick up 2, make it 2nd and 8. Inside 7 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Another handoff to Powell, left side. And Powell bursts his way past the 45-yard line to the 44.
Yeah, that's good hard running on that left side over there. The line got a little bit of a surge. Powell lowers his shoulders, as I said before. He runs low to the ground. He gets that weight going toward the forward, and he's going to pick up good yards for you.
Gain of 6. It's 3rd down for the Bobcats. Most likely looking at 2-down territory for Coach Whittemore here as we approach 6 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. Another handoff. Powell past the 40-yard line. He'll have a 1st down.
Good surge up the middle that time by their offensive line. Their guard and the center just got a great push here. There's going to be a water break here as timeout is called.
So we'll step aside as well with 5:56 to go in the 3rd quarter. Vero up by 7.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
This is Fighting Indians football, brought to you by Central Assembly.
We're live from the Citrus Bowl in Billy Living's Field tonight. Vero Beach hosting Buchholz from Gainsville. We're into the 3rd quarter. And after the water break timeout, Buchholz looking at a 1st down and 10. Trying to capitalize on a Vero mistake with an interception. They're at the Vero 39. Handoff is going to go to Powell off the right side. Powell weaving his way to the 30-yard line.
Well, you got to pick up the ball fast with him because he runs hard. Again, you've heard me say he lowers that shoulder and runs low, and another Indian is down.
So we'll check on the injury here in just a moment as AJ, our trainer, making his way out.
He's the busiest guy out here tonight.
He has been busy tonight. There's no doubt about that. We've had a couple offensive linemen go down. We just saw Lansiford, our running back, and looks like this one may be a cramp, which would be maybe the least of the injuries we've had so far tonight.
You know, you if you hydrate all week, which you're supposed to ask you to do, it's hard to get kids, and they don't seem to have cramps. But a night like this, when it's warm and it's humid as it is, you need to hydrate, not just the day of the game, but the 2 days before the game, the day before the game. Get fluids in you.
You know who I'm super impressed with? You were talking a little bit about him during halftime. We had a break there. Watching Buffalo last night with Travis Hunter. And as many snaps as he plays, I cannot imagine how he stays hydrated enough to be able to play like that. That is amazing.
He's one of those, I like to say he's a freak of nature.
Yeah.
Because he's never exhausted. He must have massive lungs. And he is absolutely a phenomenal athlete. And Colorado, he makes good money out there too. He earns it. And to me, I think right now, if I had to pick an athlete who's your Heisman, I like him. I mean, it's early in the season.
Right.
But that kid plays every play almost.
Yeah, he does. He does. Definitely on offense.
On offense. He won every play last night.
Every play.
He ran over 80-some-odd plays last night. I think he ran 22 or 17 or 22 or something defensive plays.
Wow. Amazing. All right, well, we're able to get back to action here now. 2nd and short for the Bobcats in Vero territory. Johnson looking to throw, winds up, lets it fly, and nobody there. R.J. Jones, the closest one, and it goes over his head.
That's a good call, and I'll tell you why, because you got 2 downs now to get a yard.
Yeah.
Why not challenge and go stretch the field a little bit, try to hit the home run there if you can. And now you can come back, and you got 2 downs to get a first down.
Tuesday night, we are at Cap's Pizza. Gary and I and Coach Janowski for Coach's Corner. You can join us there or join us on our YouTube channel, Vero Nation Network. Begins at 6 p.m. Love to see you there. Handoff's going to go to Powell off the left side, and he's inside the 20 or right at the 20-yard line for another first down.
And we're not picking him up quick. We're not the linebackers we're not hitting the gaps. Either our defensive guys are not penetrating and getting into those gaps and giving him a chance to get stood up right there, like we did earlier. And the backers now are caught between if you're up too tight, they may throw the ball, or if you're back too far, they're going to run the ball. So, now you've got to be able to educate yourself and watch the play. Find the ball.
First down and 10 at the 20. Single receiver on the right side. Receiver in motion. It's going to be a handoff. Powell up the left side. He's through the hole, and he scores.
That was a great misdirection play. They brought the guy in motion. He faked that handoff. Johnson fakes the handoff, and then he hands it back to Powell. Powell going line up on the right, goes to the left, and he got hit, but he exploded right on through everybody that was standing there. He went right by him.
So that was actually Caleb Young.
Oh, Young. Okay, I'm sorry.
Scored. Thought it was a 3. It was actually a 5. And Caleb Young scores the touchdown for the Bobcats. Genta getting set for the point after. And it's up and through. We're back to a tie ball game at 17-all.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
50 yards and 7 plays, a 20-yard run by Caleb Young, and the point after good. It's a tie ball game now again. 17 all. That scoring drive brought to you by the McCall Insurance Agency with 4:27 still remaining in the third quarter. Vero getting set to receive the kickoff. Genta's kick. It's going to line drive. This will go into the end zone, about 7 yards deep. Vero Beach will come out to its own 20 and get started for a drive here, Gary.
Yeah, we got to figure a way of turn this game around. The momentum right now is with
it swung back to
Buchholz, and the Bobcats have got that momentum going for them. Seems like everything's starting to work, and on a good drive for a score. They really ran a little bit more than I thought they would. They were able to do that. And offensively, we gave them a turnover on an interception. We can't do that. We got to find some momentum right now for Vero Beach. You got to start working on it.
All right. First down and 10 at the 20. Champ looking to throw the ball. He's going on a go route. Wide open is Jacobs. Jacobs catches it in Buchholz territory. Wow, what a catch.
That was a wheel route by Jacobs from the outside. Beautiful catch. What a throw. He threw it where the only guy that could catch it was Jacobs. Jacobs has got cramps right now.
39-yard catch for Jarvis Jacobs, who scored a touchdown earlier tonight from 28 yards. Vero Beach now in Bobcat territory at the 42. Handoff's going to go Young. Young plows his way towards the 35.
Yeah, Young looks like Powell out there running now, on the other side. That's a great hammer right up there. That's 4 or 5 yards the hard way.
Young comes up a little gimpy.
Yeah, you run that hard, you get a hit hard.
Yeah, he's heading to the sideline.
And we have no running back. I think Lansford
Lansford went out earlier.
And this brings Jalen Howard in.
Howard's coming in. Junior running back. So nice run by Young. Makes it 2nd down and 5. Champ waiting on the snap. He's going to hand off. Howard trying to get to the right side, and boy, he got hit in a hurry.
You can't hesitate. You got to haul Boogie up there, man. You got to get yourself going good. He was kind of peeking for a hole. He's got to accelerate, and then you got to do that. You got to find that hole on the swivel your head and find that hole.
Picks up a yard. 3rd and 4 at the Bobcat 35. Inside 3 minutes to go, third quarter. We're tied at 17. Champ's got 3 receivers on his left side, a single to the right, 1 back in the backfield. Pump fake. Mons lets it fly. He's looking for his receiver, and he's all over him, and there come the flags. He was looking for EJ.
That's a hold. They're going to call a hold on that one. Not the pass interference, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man, he grabbed a hold of him.
Yeah, and EJ still sitting on the turf back there in the end zone.
Hey, listen, when you're beat, I think that's a good move. It's only a 10-yard penalty instead of giving up 7 points. I really think that becomes an advantage for the defense because now he gives up a first down, but he didn't give up the touchdown.
True.
If he doesn't hold, EJ makes that catch, and Vero's going to have a chance to kick an extra point.
All right, Jannard Young back into the ball game at running back. And Vero Beach will have a first down after the penalty. So there's a game day men's health of Vero Beach. First down. 2:26 to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 17. Vero Beach on the move. E.J. White going to check out of the ball game.
Yeah, he was the injured player,
Yeah.
so that he has to leave for a play.
So Hillsman,
another freshman,
checking into the ball game. With trips to the left side on first down. Swing pass. Oh my goodness. Out of the hands of Williams, almost into the hands of Amar for Buchholz, and it falls incomplete.
That was a ball was a little out front. I think it, I'm not sure. That ball probably should have been, I don't think should have been caught as much as it, because it did, he reached out, and he did go off his hands.
Second down. Clock is stopped at 2:23. We're in the third quarter.
You don't want to kick field goals for touchdowns here. You want touchdowns. And,
correct. Champ wants to throw. He's firing and looking for a receiver, and it's well high. But now here comes a flag. He was looking for Stinson, and I think we're going to get another hold.
Wow. I don't think that ball was catchable. But
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's a pass interference on the sense that he bumped him, never gave him a chance to catch the ball. But
Holtz. So that will march the ball down into the red zone territory. So we've got a first and goal home inspections red zone alert as the ball will be placed at the 16.
Should be a first. It's not a first down holding. No, it is. No, not a first down. That's why I say sometimes a hold it saves you. That one, I don't know if it would have because the ball was thrown high. But you got 2 downs now.
Second and 2. Now, whistle's going to stop play. Not sure why. Oh, I guess they didn't mark it right.
They didn't mark it. That's what I kept saying. That I said first down.
I was with you.
I was like, that should be a first down, and because it was a 2-yard play. I mean, it was. We had 2 yards to get.
So, game day men's health first down. Ball inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Handoff, Young. Young trying to work off the right side of the line inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, just a little cutback that time. Picks up about 2 yards on the play. Maybe 3 or 4, about 3 yards.
Nope. Keep moving. Inside 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Vero Beach looking at a second down and 8.
Yeah, it's about every bit of, you're right. I thought he had, Don and I were between 3 and 4. Yeah.
Taking a lot of time here. Clock is at 1:24.
It's
There's
up.
a 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Young in motion. Mons on the keeper. Through the hole, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Vero Beach. Mons on the keeper.
Well, they came from the outside. The blitz came from the outside. So where do you go? You go inside. You went inside, guess what? There was a hole there. He never got touched.
Kynes will come out for a PAT attempt.
I mean, how often do you get to run up the middle and never get touched?
And looking for another body out there for the Vero Beach special teams. As Ray Hall will get set to snap. Banshoff set for the hold. And Kynes will get set for the kick.
Got to hurry up, guys.
Yeah.
The clock is running. Come on, Parker. What are you doing? Now there's 5 seconds.
I don't know.
Oh,
okay, so we're getting word from the sideline. We did not have enough guys, so they're just going to let the play clock run out and take the penalty.
Yeah.
Rather than use the timeout.
They didn't have the right people on the field.
Let's check in with Matt.
Hey, guys, like you guys said, that AJ, our trainer, has been one of the busiest guys, and that's what happens on special teams when you have your first teamers going down with cramps or injuries or whatever, and you got the second team going down, and now who's supposed to be out there?
Kynes puts the ball up, and it will go wide right. So, 23-17, Vero Beach lead late in the third.
The mission of the Fighting Indian is excellence, teamwork, and consistency. The same holds true for the McCall Agency, Inc., a local independent agency and broker, and fourth-generation resident of Vero Beach. To learn more about their insurance products and risk management, Christian FM supporter Ron McCall can be reached at 772-473-6856, and their site is McCallAgencyInc.com. Proudly serving the Treasure Coast since 1956.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian family and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
80 yards and 6 plays at a 10-yard run by Champ Mons, but we missed the extra point, so we lead 23-7. Is the McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive as we'll kick this one off. Collected at the 11 to the 20, 25, 30, 35. And that's where he'll stop around the 37-yard line.
You know, going back to the extra point, there's a situation where a lot of times you're missing one, a lot of times it's your follow through. And I've watched a lot of kickers over the years, and when they get that good follow through, when they get that and they can push that ball right through and follow through, it usually gets in the between those two bars. On that last one, I don't think what Sam did was, I don't think he followed through all the way. I may be wrong, but that's what it kind of looked like from up here.
So first down and 10 for Buchholz. Handoff's going to go to Powell. They were just running it big time on the last drive.
They'll pick up 2 yards there on that one, too. But, I mean,
Josiah Powell came into this game. He carried the ball 25 times in the last game for 85 yards and a score. 12 carries so far tonight. Three receiver set on 2nd and 8. 30 seconds to go, third quarter. 23-17, Vero. Hit for Hicks, and Hicks will get at least 8 or close to 7 on that play. We're real close to a first down mark here.
Yeah,
just shy.
Good move. I mean, he looked like he was going deep. He backs the defender up, and then he stops, and then your defender slips, and he's able to catch that ball and brings up third down, though. But good route. He runs a hard push route, and then hitches about 7 yards and comes up 1 yard short.
There's 19 seconds to go in this third quarter. Ball's at the 45 of the Bobcats for 3rd and 1.
I think I'm looking at Joshua Powell.
And it is Josiah Powell who pushes ahead for the first down. And that could be, after they get this clock started, this may be the last play of this third quarter. Bobcats may be content to let this clock run out.
It's not going to be hard for the officials to find where to put the ball after because
Yeah,
they're right near midfield.
At the 49-yard line.
Flip it to the other side.
2 steps to the right or to the left, depending on which side of the field you're on. That's going to do it for the third quarter. Vero Beach able to break the tie. Will the missed extra point come back to haunt us? We won't know. Fourth quarter's coming up. 23-17. This is Fighting Indians football.
Fighting Indians football, where teamwork makes dreams work. We thank PDK Roofing. They believe in the power of teamwork. A Christian family making residential and commercial roofing dreams a reality. PDK Roofing is licensed and insured, and they stay up to date with what insurance companies require, ensuring their clients' confidence in their reliability. PDK Roofing is online at pdkroofinginc.com.
Christian FM thanks SOS Pest Services, who know that Florida's warm climate means pests of all types, disrupting our comfort and lifestyle. When it's time to sound the alarm, SOS will send their technicians to promptly deal with the problem, so no more worries about unwanted guests. SOS Pest has a range of services tailored to meet individual needs, serving Orchid Indian River Shores, North Hutchinson Island, and surrounding areas. Owned and managed by lifetime local pros. Online at sospestservices.com or 772-296-2966.
Ready to start the fourth quarter. Paul Tipton, Gary Paris, Matt Paris, Derek West, and Don Dexter here tonight, week 2, and it's a fourth quarter action now between Vero Beach and Buchholz. Bobcats with the ball. On their own 49, toss left. That's Young this time. And he'll go for a good 7 to 8, almost 9 yards.
Yeah, there was, again, they have a chance to look at the film on this, they weren't ready to the right side. They were still looking for signals when the ball was snapped, and he was able to get that outside edge on that play. We did not have a defender on the outside.
Second and 1. 3 receiver set. Handoff. Powell. And I believe he just got enough for a first down.
Yeah, he did.
So that'll stop the clock at 11:14 as we're just getting started in this fourth quarter, and it's a 23-17 lead for Vero Beach.
This is what I would do right now if I'm a Coach Mark Whittemore. We have not stopped the run the second half.
$14 carries, 82 yards for Powell. Play action. They're going to hit their receiver, Williams. Williams spins out of 2 tackles, shakes a third one, and is pushing his way towards the 20-yard line.
Boys, you got to wrap them up. You can't just try to knock them down with the shoulder. That's a 6-yard, 7-yard pass that picks up 17 yards.
At the 23-yard line, first down and 10 for the Bobcats. Down by 6.
Boy, both these teams are playing their hearts out, too.
Similar formation. Handoff, Powell. Powell looking for a hole, and he just plows his way towards the 15-yard line.
Do you notice the surge of that offense right now? The offensive line, we got our hands on our sides, which means we're tired. We're tiring out right here a little bit, and you can see the surge by that offensive line.
Second down and 4. Johnson, hands off. Minimal gain this time. I believe that's Young on the carry.
And I believe that was the big Deuce. The Deuce came up, made a big play right there. He said, I'm not ready. I'm not out of gas yet.
Say no gain. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 coming for the Buchholz Bobcats as we're at 9:24 and counting in this fourth quarter. 23-17 the score. Vero Beach leading.
We need a turnover here.
at the 16-yard line. Third down. Roll out. Johnson looking. Fires. Looking for the receiver. Intercepted. Going the other way. And oh, goodness. Got tripped up at the 15-yard line. There was a convoy there for a big-time return.
I tell you, if he runs it, if he keeps running, I think he has the first down. But he chose to try to throw the ball, and he threw it right into I don't know who made the interception, but he was running right there to cover his man, and that's just a great interception. Again, we needed a turnover. Boom,
we
got it.
So Bell with the interception. And we'll get the ball at our own 17-yard line. First down and 10.
Here now you're looking for first downs. First downs take time off the clock, and that's what you want right now. You want to just get first downs, not try to get a real big play if you can't.
There's 8:52 on the clock in the fourth quarter. The score is 23-17. We're starting from our own 17-yard line. 4 receiver set. Mons, he's looking to throw out of the pocket. Now he's got to let it fly, and he does. He's going to just throw it away. Now flag's going to come in. We're going to get an intentional grounding.
Yeah, oh yeah. You got to be outside the pocket, and you got to throw it in front of the line over there. You can't. You got to be outside the pocket. That's intentional grounding, unless.
Well, that'll be a loss of down.
That could be roughing the passer in the backfield.
Yeah, if they've got offsetting penalties, okay. But they got intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding. Yeah. And a personal foul, what is it?
No, loss of down. It's just the intentional grounding.
Okay. Yeah. That's a loss of downs.
Yep. So it'll be second down and long now for Vero.
That's a no-no. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got a freshman quarterback. It's an inexperience.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You're right. You can throw it, but you got to be outside the box.
Right. So now the play call changes dramatically, Gary.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this
ball all the way back to the 2-yard line.
No, it's from I thought it was from the spot of throw.
Yeah, I think they moved it up to the 3. 8:46 left on the clock.
You need a big play here, guys.
Yeah.
You need a big play. Second and about 20.
Yeah. Mons waits for the snap. It's going to be a handoff right up the gut. And a good push to the 5, maybe 6-yard line. That'll bring up third down.
Yeah, I think everybody out there knew that they were going to run the ball on that play to give them some room.
Yeah.
What you're doing here is fighting for room here. And again, you said it best. You got a young quarterback. He learns. It's a learning process.
Yeah.
Jannard Young is at back.
Young in the backfield there. Yeah. So they'll set up 3 receivers on the right side. Third down and a mile. Play action. Receiver screen. EJ trying to turn upfield. There's a face mask. Here comes the flag.
There's the flag right there.
There we go.
Face mask. That was a face mask. Even we could see it from up here. Yeah.
Now, will they give it the 5 or the 15? That's the question.
It's got to be 15 because he grabbed his helmet.
You sure?
It's a 5-yard. Wow.
That'll put the ball at the 18-yard line, but you get the play.
Yeah.
No, it's not fourth down. It's third down.
Third down. It's third down, isn't it?
It should be third down.
Should be a replay on it.
7:47 to go in the ball game. It's 23-17. Vero Beach leading.
It was
face
a penalty.
mask penalty. They only gave him it was a 5-yard, and I'm not sure. Why is it fourth down?
We'll go down to Matt. Maybe he can find out for us what they from the officials on.
What they're saying is that you got 5 yards in addition to the play, so the play counts because you got the 5 yards. It did not give you enough for a first down, so it's fourth down.
All right, so we'll be fourth down, and we got to punt the ball away. So E.J. White will drop back to punt.
Oh,
and he
shanks it.
He puts it straight up in the air and lands around the 25-yard line.
Wow. Well, you could not have asked for a worse kick at that at this time right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some great punts tonight.
Yes, he has. And again, wow, that ball just went, 10 yards? 5 yards?
I would say 10 at the most because it's at the 26-yard line.
Wow.
All right, so defense has got to come up with a play again. They just got a turnover with an interception. Vero's going to take a timeout. They were short a player. 7:37 to go, fourth quarter. Vero Beach leading. On Point Dental Care of Vero Beach is a modern dental facility bringing dental care in the traditional sense. At On Point Dental Care, we utilize infection control techniques and the newest technologies to ensure our patients' oral health and well-being is tailored to their needs. Online at onpointdentalcare.com. We support the Fighting Indians.
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Gino's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
This is Vero Beach Fighting Indians football on Christian FM. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, we knew this was going to be a battle, and it has lived up to it so far. We are at 7:37 in the fourth quarter. It is a 23-17 lead for Vero Beach, but Buchholz has got the ball in Vero territory at the 25. Handoff's going to go to Powell. Powell shakes off a couple tackles and gets himself inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great run right there. And again, you can look for a lot of steady dose of Powell on this series here because he is running really, really hard. Josiah Powell, 5'9", 190 pounds.
16 carries, 93 yards for Josiah Powell for Buchholz.
Sophomore, too.
Oh, movement.
That'll be on Vero.
And that'll be 5 easy yards. That'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah.
Ball get to the 15-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bobcats. Clock is at 7:02 left in the fourth quarter. First defensive penalty of the night. Not a good time to have it. From the 15 of Vero Beach, it's first down and 10 for the Bobcats, who've got 3 receivers, 2 on the right, single to the left. Working our way to 6.5 remaining in this fourth quarter. Handoff. Powell through the hole, all the way down, shy of the goal line at the 1.
You kind of figured that. Give him your defense has been out there most of this second half.
You're right.
And you're leaving those guys out on a very humid night like this, you're going to wear down a little bit. They're starting to wear them down.
Another handoff for Powell, and he'll get into the end zone. Well, that makes it now 23-all, and here comes a very important extra point from a very solid kicker in Jay Ginta. Special teams getting lined up for this PAT. Hold is down, the kick is up, and the Bobcats take the lead. 24-23, 6:09 to go, fourth quarter.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by HBS Glass. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
26 yards and 3 plays, and it is a 1-yard run from Powell. And with the extra point, Buchholz Bobcats take the 1-point lead here midway through the fourth quarter, 24-23. That is your McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive. And Gary, you just kind of sensed when we scored that last touchdown and we didn't get that extra point, like, oh no, don't like that.
No, we've seen that already this year, what a missed extra point does to you, or a drop pass in the end zone for 2. Our defense was out there a long time. I sound like I'm a broken record, but it's a hot, humid night, and you got to get you guys off the field or rotate. And we've had so many different ball players go down trying to find the right combination. But one thing about Vero Beach and the coaching staff, they're not going to quit. They're going to fight. And you may have a young team, but I'm going to tell you something right now. They will fight to try to win this ball game. And if they've got an ounce of it left in them, they're going to go for it too. I know that Coach Janowski's that style of coach, and when I say this, I truly believe that this is, he can do this. I mean, he knows how to get this team, and he'll call a good series right here.
So here we go, 6:09 remaining, fourth quarter. Down by 1 are the Fighting Indians, set to receive the kickoff from the Bobcats. Ginta approaching the ball. High. Returnable at the 3. 10. 15. 20. Collision at the 21.
Good special teams on their part. We had some momentum going down there, but boy, I tell you what, those young men Anthony Sanchez just flew down there and made that tackle on that play. I mean, that was a 1-yard line ball, and we got it back to what, the 20?
21. Yeah.
So this is the all important drive here. You got to get yourself down, and if you can kick a field goal, hey, that's good. We win by 2 if we can hold them, but we need a big drive. We need to get first downs, Paul.
It's time for the offensive unit to put a drive together with 6:02 remaining in this ball game. 79 yards to pay dirt. Mons, play action, looking for a screen underneath for Woods. Through his hands, incomplete, second down.
He's got to catch that. I'm sorry, that's a catchable ball. It may be just a little out in front of him, but you still got to catch that ball, and you got to get yourself upfield. He's a good receiver. Again, it may have been just a little bit in front, but it's still a ball I thought you should catch.
Stinson will come out of the ball game. Melbourne checks in. On 2nd and 10. Mons. Pressure. Flag comes in. Mons still fighting. And he's going to go down inside the 10-yard line.
It's a holding call against us. He was trying to hit a home run there. He just, you need first downs, and he sat back in that pocket, and the pocket collapsed on him, and looking for that big play. It may have been there. He just didn't have time because the pocket collapsed. They're going
to decline the penalty and take the sack.
Yeah.
Because now it's 3rd down.
Yep.
And 21.
You almost need that miracle now.
5.5 and counting. 3rd down. Screen pass left side. Trying to get some blocks. Turning it upfield to the 20. Oh, man, is he close. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's back to the line of scrimmage.
Now you almost got to go for it. Now they're going to punt.
Yeah, take a chance with, take a chance with your defense and see if...
your offense now was on the play, 3 plays?
Yeah, 3. That's it.
And now you got to bring your defense back out here.
Clock is inside 5 minutes and counting. Champ Mons back to punt. Gets an end-over-end punt. And it'll be fair caught at the 45. Okay, Gary, well, now's the time to see if the defense can either get a turnover or at least a 3-and-out.
Well, they've had tremendous success running the ball in the second half. They have wore down our defense up front, and part of the strategy was to wear them down, hand the ball off to Powell and any other backs they have in there. But you give Josiah Powell this ball and let him just run the clock down for you.
First down and 10 at their own 46. Bobcats looking to throw, fires, it's caught, and will go for a score is McGriff. 54-yard strike.
He made up for that one he dropped on that one. That's a good call. That's a good call right there, and now they're going to get celebration on the defense. They're going to get celebration on the defense. It's going to make it 30-23. They're going to go for 2, most likely. So it makes a 2-possession game. They got to go for 2 to make it a 2-possession game here.
I believe they might even take a timeout here and talk things over. Yep. So a defense that was already gassed just got gashed with a big play from Johnson to McGriff. You know, something wrong about saying McGriff scoring a touchdown against us, Gary.
Yeah, it does. That was a good ball player for us.
Yes, he was. All right, so the Bobcats will line up for 2. Bobcats going to take a timeout here. All right, we'll step aside. 4:33 to go in the fourth quarter. Bobcats up 30-23.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
Bobcats score on a one-play strike. Johnson to McGriff, 54 yards. Now they're going to line up to go for two. Actually, now they look like they're going to line up to do a kick. Instead of trying to go for two, they'll go for one.
Huh. Maybe they got to play here.
Genta gets set for the PAT. Puts it up, and it's 31-23 late in the fourth quarter.
Summers in Florida mean hot weather with lots of rain. Having gutters that work well is a must for most homes. Thanks to Able Gutter Services for their partnership. They provide premium products crafted to ensure customer satisfaction while protecting from water damage and maintaining structural integrity. Able Gutter Services in Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard County. Their number is 772-7766-2554.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of Fighting Indians.
Buchholz scores, makes it 31-23. We've got 4:33 to go in this fourth quarter. And Vero Beach now really with its back up against the wall. It's going to take a real miracle here to pull this one out.
You got to get yourself good field position here. It's important. If you can get yourself close to that, you get a good return here. You got to get across that midfield so you can take some shots.
Yeah, agreed. The last few possessions for Vero Beach.
Now, the penalty on sportsmanlike conduct.
This will give them a chance to get that good field position because in this second half, Gary, it's been starting from our own 14, our 20, our own 17, and our own 21.
Yeah, we got a good opportunity here. Unsportsmanlike conduct was done by the team going out.
It was celebrating.
Celebrating.
Yeah. Which I get, keeping things under control, but that's a one that kind of bugs me sometimes. I don't like that one. Genta's going to kick it off. He's trying to kick it as deep as he can and got it all the way to the 15. We bobble it, but now we got it on the return to the 25 to the 30.
You got to run with your head
34.
up. You got to run with your head up a little bit there. Find that seam. You got to look for a seam. You just got to. Can't run toward a tackler.
Right. All right, so we start from our own 34, down 23-31, with 4:28 to go.
All right, now you got to they're going to know you're going to try to throw the ball, and so you do need some. You got plenty of time. Just need some first downs.
Four receiver set. Mons rolls, looking for his receiver, Stinson.
Oh, it went right through Stinson's hands.
And goes incomplete.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Down. You have got to help your quarterback out. I mean, you can't drop a ball like that. That was a beautiful play, well executed, well called, and
that would have been a first down.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
That was a great call.
So 2nd and 10. Mons steps up. He's got to let it go. He's got pressure coming from behind, and it's stripped. Ball on the ground. Defense trying to pick it up, and we'll get it inside the 20. Well,
that was
you're trying to find a receiver. You held onto the ball, and defensive end comes and slaps you from behind, and now it's a matter of just running out the clock.
That was a great play by Nick Clayton, rather. He came in from behind, stripped the ball.
So 4 turnovers on the night for Vero Beach. At halftime, we were tied with turnovers at 2 apiece. Johnson is going to hand off to Powell. Powell pushing his way inside the 15.
Hey, you got to strip the ball. You got to have somebody's got to hold him up, and you've got to strip the ball. Mm-hmm. Just kind of like what Alford did last week. You got to be able to strip that ball out of his hands. You can't allow him to pick up 4 or 5 yards and you got to set him up, hold him up, and try to rip that ball out of his hands.
Nice 4 or 5 yard gain. Make it 2nd down and 5. Coming up, we'll have the Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show. That'll be coming up immediately following this ball game. We've got 3.5 to go. Powell on the handoff, left side. And one of the Bobcat linemen loses his helmet. Powell down to about the 12-yard line.
I think Matt said it best. We just got too many banged up, hurt guys.
There's been several injuries tonight.
Yeah.
Yep. Inside 3 minutes to go.
And you lose your depth on a lot of those plays.
Yeah.
Especially on defense. That defense has been out there most of the second half.
Been out there a lot in the second half for sure. Handoff's going to go to Powell. He's looking for a hole, pushing his way close to the 5-yard line. And that will be enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and goal. 2.5 to go.
You know, you say to yourself, we're with time running out here. If we don't score a touchdown here and kick and go for 2, this is one of those losses that you look back and you say to yourself, my goodness, we were in that game. What really happened? And you have to go back and evaluate and see all the things you did wrong.
Clock winding down towards 2 minutes to go. Buchholz hands off. Powell shakes a tackle. Score it.
That's it.
5-yard run by Powell. And if there was any doubt before, it has been removed.
Yeah, now they'll kick their extra point, and there'll be 15-point lead at this time. And, miracles have happened, but tough game.
Bobcats will kick the extra point here. Low snap, but the kick is up, and a good strong kick by Genta makes it 38-23. Yeah, Gary, you're right. We knew going into this that this was going to be a tough game. The way things started out for Vero Beach gave you a sense of, hey, all right, we're doing some things. We're moving the ball. Very much like last week with O'Galley. We were moving the ball. But you got to credit these teams they make adjustments and they figure out some things. And, okay, some breaks went our way in that first half too, and then some things didn't go our way in the second half.
No, this is the reason this team is good, is that they're disciplined. They know what they're doing out there. They're well coached too. I mean, Vero's well coached, but you don't have the depth sometimes that some of these.
And you're right. I mean, we've started out with 2 injured offensive linemen early part of the game. We at one point lost one of our running backs. We've lost one of our defensive players in the secondary. I mean, it's just,
it piles up.
It does. It piles up. And I know that might kind of sound like, you're trying to find ways to make excuses for your team. It's just reality. This is the facts.
Listen, they were the better team tonight.
100%.
They're the better team tonight. We gave them a good fight all the way up through that third period. And then the fourth period, we ran out of gas and we ran out of, big plays.
Kickoff at the 1. Here comes a return by Woods. Woods down the left sideline, gets out of bounds around the 32-yard line.
That's the thing you got to remember. You got to remember that. And again, I don't know if some of these routes, because if there have been miss routes, or they've been missed balls for sure, but there's been some I think there's some bad routes have been run, and I think it puts a quarterback, he's looking for something, and then it's not there, or the pressure is up the middle. They pressured him up the middle. They made him get active feet, as they call it. You start moving around at active feet when you got that pressure coming at you.
First down. Little handoff up the left side to the 40, maybe 41-yard line. Should be enough for a first down.
It is. That's Jannard Young, I believe.
Yeah. Clock at 1:42 and counting. Next week, here at home, it is Miami Homestead. Game time at 7 o'clock. Swing pass left side for Young. We'll get to the 43.
Yeah, and Homestead, I think, is 2-0 themselves or something. And, and we knew that they were going to be a tough team. And they're a ranked team, too. They're ranked in the top 25 coming in here.
Clock will stop at 1:27. It is second down and 7. Champ looking to throw, finds Williams. Williams trying to turn it upfield. And Williams will be stopped around the 48-yard line.
Got his helmet knocked off.
He sure did. And we'll wind down the final minute or so of this ball game. Vero Beach will have to nurse its wounds and get ready for another tough contest on Friday night here at the Citrus Bowl. Swing pass going to go left side for Woods. Woods dances his way to the 45 of the Bobcats.
Got a first down.
Clock will stop as he went out of bounds. 53 seconds on the count.
Hey, you got a lot of young kids in there now. This is good for them. I like seeing these young kids. If you're going to play the freshmen out there and the sophomores, they can contribute. You got guys that normally you not see in there. You got Parker and Banzoff as in there. He's a senior, but he is in this game right now. Melbourne, a sophomore. Woods, a sophomore, a freshman.
On first down, Mons, he's going to let it fly over the middle of the field, and it will be intercepted as he airmailed all his receivers. And on the return, it's at the 40. Got a lane. This could be a pick six. Got one man to beat, and it's Champ Mons. And Mons will track him down and tackle him at the 15-yard line.
He had, I believe, White, it was White, coming across. He overthrew him. He just threw that ball 5 yards over him, and he was playing back. The interceptor was playing back, so nobody gets by him. So they were running a deep dig route or cross route across, and he was open. White was open, but the throw was over his head.
Yeah, it was a little high, and so, yeah. And it was White, Chase White, on the interception for Buchholz.
Yep. Tough night for Vero Beach. They got to come back, got to patch up, and they, you got to play Homestead next week. You got to get ready to play, and nobody knows that better than Coach Janowski.
Without a doubt.
You know what? He's such a great coach, but he'll find a way. He'll find a way.
Tough night for Vero Beach, and that'll do it there as they'll take the knee and let this clock run out. And the Fighting Indians did not get the win tonight. They go to 0-2 with a loss of 38-23 to Buchholz from Gainesville. And the Bobcats improved to 2-0. We will step aside. We'll come back. We've got the Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show. This is Fighting Indians football.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Gino's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
Fighting Indians football, where they rise above the rest. We thank PDK Roofing, a committed team that strives to do the same. A Christian family that says no job is too big or small for any residential and commercial roofing need. PDK Roofing is licensed and insured, and they stay up to date with what the insurance companies require. PDK Roofing, 772-528-0113.
WSCF Vero Beach, Christian FM. Welcome to the Fighting Indians postgame show, presented by Roy Bell Grading Services.
Sorry, folks. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. And for Vero Beach tonight, they did not win the ball game. They lose 38-23. And, for 3.5 quarters, it was a solid battle, GP. But then after that, the running game for Buchholz just was too much for us to handle.
It was tough. They wore our front line out. I mean, our defensive line was out on the field. Our defense was on the field. And, again, you just keep pounding it and pounding it and pounding it, and it wears you down. And they were out there a long time.
Well, while we have a moment, let's go down to the field, check in with Matt, who's got Coach Harris.
Hey, guys, I'm down here with Coach Mark Harris. Coach, boy, I tell you what, for the first 3 quarters and a little bit, man, we were in it. It looked like we had it in control, and then it just started slipping away.
Well, it's kind of like what you said. 3 quarters doesn't win a football game. You got to play all 4. You got to start well. You got to obviously play well in the meat of the 4 quarters and obviously finish the game well. And we didn't do that tonight.
Coach, earlier you talked about the trenches, and we were doing great. Even though we had some guys go down, we were still doing good. Did it just get to a point where we had too many losses, whether it was in the defense, offense?
Yeah, compilation of mistakes, whether it was drops, whether it was fumbles. Turnovers are always big, and things happen pretty quick. And when you have those turnovers happen in the, on their plus side of the field, it makes it a lot difficult to overcome those. And we had several of those mistakes tonight.
Coach, you have your freshman quarterback look good at some points, but then other points where it was the turnovers, and on some of it, it's like a hustle play, and he's just getting stripped from the behind. What do you say to him after the game?
Well, I think he's playing hard, and we have tremendous faith in him, which we've had since the day that he arrived in our camp in the fall. So nothing changes for us other than driving home the fact that the details have to be persistent throughout the game. You have to finish the game, hopefully the way that you started the game. And, the biggest thing with youngsters, in this age group is trying to overcome things that don't go well. And then we have difficulty at times as adults, handling that situation or those situations. So, overcoming those are difficult, especially in game situations.
Certainly. So we got this is out of the, we got 0-2 now. Probably haven't done that in a while. What do you tell a team that when you're 0-2, but you got this much talent?
Just like I said at the beginning, whether it's starting early, it's not about how you start. It's always about how you finish. There have been times when we've been 10-0 and didn't end well. There have been times when we've, had 7-3 or 8-3 and had some stints in the playoffs. So it's all about playing the next down, playing the next game, and looking forward to, the future. You can't just, of course we have to talk about, the things that didn't go well, but you got to be prepared because there's a game next week.
That's right. And speaking of that, Homestead comes in, and another team that's a perennial powerhouse.
Well, the schedule is packed. The way the state of Florida has things these days, you have to have so many points in order, to be able to extend yourself in the playoffs, not just win, your conference or your division or, whatever. So, we tried to implement having some better competition come through our area that not only helps us in the long run, you always hear those cliches of iron sharpens iron, and you hope that plays out, in the playoffs as well.
Certainly do. Coach, well, we want to thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Let you get to the boys, and back to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Matt. Coach Mark Harris helping out here, and it's never easy to talk after a loss, so I always appreciate the time and insight. And he's right. It's not, there's still this is not a sprint; it's a marathon. We're only in week 2, so we don't have to push any panic buttons. Not now, because we knew going into this was a 3-game gauntlet. We're 2/3 of the way through, Gary, and we'll have another tough ball game on Friday night. So you don't get a lot of time to really think about it. This is probably a good thing too. You don't get a lot of time to think about this one.
Well, no, you really you say to yourself, my goodness, we fought hard, we fought, competitively. Then you go home and you look at it and you look at the film, you get in. And listen, by Monday, it's you're working. You take an hour or so to work on the things you did wrong. And then you start getting ready for your next game against Homestead. And, Lenny's a competitor. And as Mark said, this is a learning process that you go through, and that our young quarterback will have made mistakes, and he will make more mistakes. But each time he makes a mistake, he's the kind of guy that registers. He watches the film, and he will do a good job of getting that play, put it behind him, and move on to the next play. I believe he's that kind of a kid. I don't think he's a kid that's going to sit there and say, "Hey, look, we're terrible." No, he's not. He's not that way. Guys, I made some bad throws. I made some bad plays. We've all made some bad plays tonight. Okay, so let's just bounce back and let's come back. And I think Coach Janowski he's good at that. You and I both know that.
Yeah.
He's good. And hey, listen, it's just second game of the year.
That's it.
We got 8 more to go.
Yes, we do. And speaking of one of those games, we'll talk about Homestead when we come back. It's the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show, and it continues right after this.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians postgame show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Welcome back. Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show. Vero Beach with the loss tonight to Buchholz falls to 0-2. And I can't remember, Gary. Certainly in the last 20 years, we have not started the season 0-2. But I dare say, I don't think in the last 20 years we've played a tougher schedule for sure to start the season than we have tonight.
No, you and I talked about it when we first got that schedule, and we went, oh my goodness, there's 6 teams, not just 3. There are 6 teams that are going to be tough for us to play and to compete with. And we got Homestead, and we still got Booker T. Washington, then you still got Treasure Coast and Rockledge. You know, those are teams that
you can mix in Heritage and some of these
Heritage
other teams.
is,
Right. So it's going to be an uphill battle, but that's okay. I mean, you look, life is full of adversities, and there's some moments here to learn some things and see how we overcome this. I mean, this can go one of 2 directions. We can either turn things. I don't even say we need to turn things around. I think we're right there.
Yeah,
tonight we had some injuries that, made it more challenging for us. If we had everybody, it would still be a big challenge to beat a team like Buchholz.
They got talent.
Yes.
They got skilled people. Some of them play both ways like ours.
Right.
And they got some good football players on their team.
Yeah.
And we saw that the second half of this game as their players, the cream of the crop. It rose that, it was there. I mean, they were the best. I mean, when I say the best, they outplayed us, and they won the game.
Yeah, and they came out in that first half, and they were really throwing the ball a lot. And then they came out in that second half, and they decided to use more of that ground game. And the ground and pound really wore our defense down.
It did.
Yeah,
it did.
And it really made things challenging for us. All right, here's the final numbers, our Durfee's Heating and Cooling final stats for tonight. Offensively, we finished with a total of 249 yards. Buchholz finished with 348 yards. It was 169 on the ground, 179 through the air. That's pretty well balanced right there. A lot of that air was in the first half. A lot of that ground was in the second half.
Absolutely.
For Vero Beach, 249 yards total, 79 on the ground, 170 through the air. Mons on the night, 20 of 29 for 170 yards. He had a touchdown, but it was the 3 INTs that contributed to the total of 5 turnovers on the night for the Fighting Indians. So, it's hard enough to beat a good team. When you factor in that many turnovers, it makes it almost impossible.
Absolutely. And again, you can't give a good team. You can't come and again, part of those balls were stripped from behind.
Yeah.
He was running for his life, and he threw some ill-advised passes, a couple interceptions.
And it's not all on Champ Mons.
No.
There's 10 other guys out on that field, and there's 11 other guys out on that defensive field as well. And so, it's definitely been a team effort tonight for sure.
It has.
So, all right. Well, that means we've got Homestead next week here at the Citrus Bowl, and another opportunity to regroup and see if we can't put one in the win column.
Yeah, tell you the truth, I'm excited about the schedule because I wanted to see how good we can play and how good we are. Now, we know we're a little thin right now on the offensive line.
Yep.
We saw that. Defensive, we got some guys out. We had a couple defensive backs went out.
Yep.
So we'll find out how well we match up on that. But this is the kind of schedule when I looked at the talent we had, and we still have a lot of it, I said, I'm ready for I'm really excited about this challenge. Listen, this game was a 24-23 game before the last 2 scores.
Right.
I mean, it was boom, and it was the fourth quarter that did us in, and unfortunately, we just could not compete with them in the fourth quarter.
Right. Hey, by the way, folks, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can join the Tribe, our membership. If you want to watch this, the replay of this game at all, it's available through our membership, the Tribe. So just click that join button, and you can join the Tribe, and you'll be able to see the replays of this ball game. Tuesday night, we will be at Cap's Pizza for our Coach's Corner Gary, Coach Jay, and myself will be there. Love to have you there. We'll start the show at 6 p.m. If you can't be there, you can see it live on our YouTube channel, Vero Nation Network. Our executive producer is John Hamilton. Our director and field engineer tonight has been Kevin Boslaw. Our studio operator has been Jacqueline Tipton. Video director is Jay Kendall, along with Brian Lewis, Devin Ingram, Keegan Ingram, and Philip Florian. I want to thank Don Dexter for doing stats as always, Bobby Paris for her interviews, Derek West and Matt Paris on the sidelines, and GP here making things always entertaining. It's good to be with you. We look forward to seeing you next Friday night here at the Citrus Bowl. Homestead here. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Our coverage begins at 6 p.m. with countdown to kickoff. I'm Paul Tipton saying good night from the Citrus Bowl, and as always, go Indians.